Hello, everybody. This is Vinnie Tartamella. I'm the creator of City Venus, co-creator of Through the Woods. Tonight we got on some great guests. We got Liam Gray. He's got a great project, Xenotype. We got Doc Salem, Nikki the Pipe. So we're going to talk that book. We're going to talk about his Rockabilly road trip as well. We got Red Gaze.
What's up, bitches?
And we got the clown that everybody knows and loves, Frankie, the writer of Through the Woods. This fantastic book that is coming out in 5 hours. So yeah, we're trying to get as many people to take a look at this as possible. We got 5 hours left. It's the cutoff. The ash can as well. I know a lot of people think they could wait on this. If you wait, you're going to miss out on a really cool bonus, which is essentially a second book.
Yeah, and then you're going to be all up in the comments saying, "Why didn't I get an ash can?" Because you didn't pay attention. That's why.
Did not pay attention.
Exactly. So yeah, no crying. But yeah, we're going to show these campaigns as well. No crying, but. There we go. So yeah, we're about 8 backers away from hitting 500 backers on this, which I would really love to do. Oh, we already got another one. Fantastic. We're 7 away. But yeah, so like I said, pretty cool because this whole campaign happened because it happened because of fans. I wasn't gonna do this book, but everyone kept asking me about Through the Woods. Who's got their who's listening to the stream?
I'm blaming Frankie.
What? Frankie, don't make me mute you or kick you. I will. I have the power to do that.
Don't kick that nose, man.
What? I keep hearing echo.
You're still hearing it?
Yeah.
Hold on. It might be the
I thought I was skitzing out.
it might be the screen share.
I think it's all right.
It's not me.
Wait a minute. Do you hear an echo now?
No.
No echo. Yeah, it was the audio thing then. It's probably because you're sitting on the old laptop.
I'm still blaming Frankie.
Me too. Anyway,
Frankie's a clown.
Damn it. Yeah, I hope we get some more viewers. I didn't realize there's some big ones going on, but I was doing a stream before. That's why this one got a little bit delayed. But yeah, anyway, we're going to keep pushing all these books. Who watches the replay, you'll get to see and learn more about Liam's
I hear 4 Vinnies. What the hell?
4 Vinnies.
Who doesn't want to hear 4 Vinnies? Come on, especially when you're laying down in bed and you're just relaxing. Got the lotion.
Brett knows how it goes. Yeah, man. Yeah, we might get some people popping in as well, other guests. But yeah, what I was saying is, yeah, we got 5 hours left for this campaign. So you have 5 hours to get in the bonus gift, which is the ash can that's going to have Kelsey Shannon's cover, this beautiful piece. I'm going to have other Comicsgate artists in there who were involved in the drawing stream. So yeah, we're going to have Doodle Bags, Joe Ball, Sim Portier, Canalis, Passion for Drawing. So you're gonna see some extra cool stuff. Also, I'm gonna have other behind the scenes things in there. So you're gonna get. You're all right, Liam.
Uh-oh. He's muted.
He's got a.
Sorry,
He's
sorry,
got a
I'm
rash
fine.
going.
I was just scratching. Sorry. I should have turned the camera off.
I thought you were flagging me down. He's like,
No. I was itchy here. Sorry. I should have turned the camera off.
that was great. No, we're all silly time regardless. Like last night, we just had some silly fun. That was just kind of like an impromptu stream. But yeah, I want to show to everyone too. Anyone who's curious about the sketch tier on my campaign, you're going to be getting the drawing on the inside of the book. So you're going to be getting the drawing right there. So everything is contained in this beautiful, awesome book. Again, to show you the size on big book, you're going to get a lot of bang for your buck. So backing it is going to unlock not only the ash, you're going to get the bookmark and a free bonus gift on top of that. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff here. Plenty of cool artwork and story. But yeah, so do what you can over here. I appreciate it. But I want to show off my awesome guest. We got Liam's project. He's also updated his campaign. So let's go over this a bit. You got to unmute. So let's go over it a bit. You got to unmute. Is that you again, Frank?
Well, I keep hearing echo.
Do you have the YouTube also up?
I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Oh, that's right. Oh,
I
shit.
knew it.
I told you I was tech retarded.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop sharing,
yeah.
and then I'm going to go back into it so that we can hit, videos and stuff. Share screen. Bam. So,
Yeah, get pumped up.
There we go. So yeah, man, let us know about this awesome project.
Thank you.
Yeah, Liam, can you give us the breakdown for anybody who's watching who doesn't know what Xenotype is, what they're going to get here?
Okay. Well, Xenotype is a 200-page graphic novel about a teenage comic book artist that finds himself dragged into this ancient and horrifying conspiracy with monsters, madness, and mayhem. He gains the ability to rewrite his DNA and so reinvents himself as the ideal superhero from his sort of stories to fight back to protect his friends and the world that he loves, even if that world might be something of a lie.
Thanks, man. Dude, and the artwork you have on here from Odie, dude, it's killer.
Thanks.
Yeah, man. Oh, yeah, you did update, move some stuff. But yeah, this project, it's the first manga book that I backed, just because of the creator and the artwork, the story that you're gonna tell. To me, this is some of like the highest caliber stuff I've seen in any comic book related formats. So I'm excited for this, dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, it's definitely fantastic because I took a lot of time in development learning what the audience actually wanted, and I carefully crafted a story that would match the needs of, so that they weren't just getting world-class art from this amazing teenage artist. They're also going to be getting a really phenomenal ongoing story with characters that they can love and hate and find interest in. I've laid groundwork for theory crafting and all sorts of crazy stuff. So you'll be able to go through Xenotype 2 or 3 times and hopefully get something new each time. It's been a real labor, but I think that it's it's paying off.
Yeah.
Liam, I have a question.
Go ahead.
Liam, did you lay groundwork for shipping?
What, sorry?
Did you lay groundwork for shipping? Not shipping the book, shipping characters,
Oh, right. I mean, that's probably going to happen, but the truth is, this is something that sort of has come up a little bit. So let's talk about that, where people are talking about like sex appeal and relationships. This is very much a story about brotherhood and friendship. It's a sort of like a coming of age story more than it is a hero's journey. So it's about him realizing the man that he's going to be, the type of person he wants to be. And it's the same with his friends. They're all like 16. They're just sort of coming through that awkward phase of being teenagers where they're discovering the world anew. And so girls are sort of something that happens over there a bit, and they're trying to figure it out. But because of the horror and stuff that's going on, there's not a lot of time for romance in the first book. There's not a lot of time for awkward first kisses. It's a fight. It's a bare knuckle, white knuckle ride. Like, it's a fight for survival, right? That's what the first book is.
Beautiful.
Oh yeah, man, dude. And I love what the Spartan Scotsman's been doing with the colors on this.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, man, really great stuff.
Yeah. we didn't have colors, very much colors up, so we added these pages just so that people can read the story through, read the first 8 pages, get a feel for what it's going to be, and then they can just scroll down and see side by side what version of the book they want to buy, or if they want to get both, you know.
Yeah, because it's difficult. Odie's style is very, very specific, highly detailed. It's intimidating, to do the colors on something like this. My hat goes off to your colors. He's been doing an amazing job with it. I think, this is definitely a smart play to back this book, man.
Yeah.
This special cover too, man. You got a very going on.
And that will be colored. That will be colored live on Raging Golden Eagle stream. So you guys will see that come alive. You'll have plenty of opportunity to see a lot more of this cover in time to come. It won't be in black and white, so don't worry about that.
Oh yeah, dude, great stuff. And he's 183 pages in now.
Yep, I think 184. Let me check.
Wow.
Yeah, I think we're 184 because I haven't updated this page since this morning.
Wow, man, yeah. So out of 200 pages, you guys are going to be getting this book, and you're going to be very, very happy. I can't wait for it. Like you said, the amount of detail is going into them, like little hidden gems and stuff on top of it. Yeah, this is going to be just killer stuff. But let's go. Tell us about like some of the tiers that we're going to get.
The tiers? It's easiest if you just scroll down just a little bit so that I can visually show just a bit more. There's actually visual representations of what each of the tiers are.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right
just there we go. We'll just see that if you get the silver tier, you're just going to get a traditional manga-sized comic. It'll read exactly like a manga. It's just a takoban. It's for those who are more traditional manga readers, so you don't have to adjust to the Western style of reading. The gold version, it's the same thing, except it's for Westerners. So it's full color, it's larger, and it reads just like a traditional graphic novel. If you upgrade to Silver Plus, you're going to get a sticker and a poster. And if you upgrade to the Gold Plus, you'll get a sticker and a poster for the gold version of the book. Of course, if you buy the Platinum pack, you'll get everything, right? You get it all. And one that we haven't added here yet is the Xeno Devil variant cover, which includes the first chapter of the book, which is the first 24 pages. It's a traditional floppy variant cover. I wanted to make it affordable. You can pick that up as an add-on for free shipping and with a little bit of a discount if you buy the Platinum pack too, because I want to try and encourage everyone to get as much as they can from that. So
that's cool, man. Hell yeah. Dude, this is you got a great deal going on. I like options too for books. Yeah, dude, this is cool. This is fucking cool. Like I said, I've never seen anything like that done before. You're doing manga and traditional, color, black and white. Anyone who's watching.
The purpose of Conquest, the whole purpose of Xenotype is to provide for you to fans. It's to give you guys what you want. So I want to be able to give it in a format that you want, and I didn't want to alienate one branch of my audience. I want to instead bring us all together. Think of this a bit for those of you who are in the manga audience, like a sort of inverse My Hero Academia. It's not manga pretending to be superhero. It's sort of superhero taking the strengths of manga and building on that. So you're going to have like really long spanning stories with consequence and, continuity that you can follow. It's going to be a real treat. It really is.
Beautiful, man. Hell yeah. You got 41 days. So yeah, your campaign is going to keep shooting up. This is a project I think a lot of people believe in. You bring so much professionalism to all of this as well. Not just because you're wearing a suit, but I've seen you on other streams. You're very, you have a lot to say about a lot of things, and you make a lot of sense. So, Thank you. Liam is something to definitely get behind. You get behind him any way you'd like, but do it in the best way possible. Do it by backing this project.
And guys, help us get to 200 backers. We're nearly there. Be one of the people that helps us. I know everyone wants to be the 200th backer, but just be that step on the ladder, help keep pushing us forward towards our goals. Show, like, okay, we've had plenty of opportunities to say the industry's screwed, the industry's shit, everything sucks. You don't get many opportunities to compete with quality content. They're bringing out shit like Safe Space and Snowflake. Like, let's show, look, this, we will support things that are actually good, and that's what this is. This is an opportunity to compete with quality content, right?
No, he's absolutely right. Like, this looks like a really good book. I like your promo too, like your promo video. Like, it's pretty badass.
Thank you.
I dig the animation in there.
We're gonna watch
Thank
this
you.
now too. Yeah, let's hit this one. Here we go. Dude, that was wicked.
The artist may know. The artist may notice that he wears like little drawing gloves, Felix, his design.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was a little bit interesting. Like, we thought of that early on in the stage, like, just give him these cool little art because they look cool. You see everyone in Comicsgate drawing with them, wearing them, you know. And I was like, let's just extend them up and make them a bit more Gambity and throw them on our main character, you know.
That's awesome, dude. Yeah. Holy shit. Good stuff, man. Yeah. So anyone watching, please back this. Yeah, we want to get them to at least 100 backers. I think we could do it by the end of the weekend, man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Let's keep doing this. Liam's a great dude. He's got an amazing project. He's got a killer team. I mean, really. And Captain Fuckhead's also doing some work
now
with
flats.
them.
Yeah, we're bringing him in for the flats because we could make our deadline by the skin of our teeth. And I'm not comfortable with that. I want to make our deadline with time to sort of party, you know? So I was like, hey, we'll bring in Fuckhead. We'll train him up, get him better, get him to a professional level with his flat. And, you know, see who he can turn into in like 2 or 3 years, mentor him up, get his colors really going strong. And so I just assigned him to Scott. We made a deal, made an arrangement and everything for payment. And so we're building that guy. And he's a great guy as well. He's really talented. Yeah, he makes great videos. And now we should be able to make our deadline even easier. So that's the goal. We want this to go as smoothly as possible for everyone involved.
Yeah, and I was just on his channel earlier tonight. Had a great conversation with them. He really is a good dude.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, he did a review on one of my books as well, on City of Venus. And as he did the review, he did a drawing of one of my characters for it, you know, and he sent it over to me too. Dude,
the only thing that I've got to figure out is how branding's going to work. Because Captain Fuckhead works fine for YouTube, but I don't want to put Captain Fuckhead on the front of my book.
Yeah.
So we got to talk and figure that stuff out. You know what I mean? But I mean, other than that, but he's a great guy. It's just, you know.
Yeah. It's that handle could be problematic.
Just call him the captain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Captain Fudge.
Captain Fudgehead. There you go.
We don't tell about the fudge, Vinny. Don't tell about the fudge.
No fudge.
What kind of sentence structure is that?
Oh, I don't know. A meth-addled sentence structure.
Thank you.
No meth. Holy crap.
Talk like a person.
Jesus Christ,
Talk
man.
like a person. Oh, that's some good advice, Mr. Boyette, I would say.
A sober person, maybe.
Yeah.
Holy
Oh my
crap,
gosh.
man. Like a bit 6'1", 185 pounds of pure meth.
Pure man.
He tracks that on his Fitbit.
Oh god.
Teams,
Look.
scams.
Fuck this white nationalist bullshit. Fuck this like poser fake schemes and scams, guys. I like. If you don't have Vinny's book, does anyone in the chat not have Vinny's book yet? Like, do we have anyone that we can do a hard sell on?
Yeah, guys.
Anyone watching? Because we got 5 hours, I think it is,
Yeah, man.
to get him to 500.
We're 4 backers
4
away.
hours.
And 4 backers
That's
away.
right.
We could do this. Come on, guys. Let's keep jumping those numbers up. But while we do, we're gonna go over Rockabilly Road Trip.
Rockabilly Road Trip.
That's what I said.
Yahoo. Nice.
That's right.
So tell us about this, man.
Okay, so Rockabilly Road Trip is about Nicky the Pipe. And Nicky's a savant when it comes to building stuff. He can build anything. He just completed his dream car, and he calls it his Devil Driver. But he's kind of a lonely guy, and once he's finished that car, he doesn't really have a lot going on. So he decides to build himself a passenger dummy in the form of Patches. And Patches mysteriously comes to life. And he discovers her one day, like after being knocked out. He wakes up and she's there, and he decides to try and win her heart and bring her on this adventure by jumping in the Devil Driver and going on this whirlwind road trip. And along the way, they stumble into all this crazy shit. Like, on the Devil Driver has a knack for breaking down at the most inopportune times. And we insinuate that it does it on purpose. You know what I'm saying? So it puts them in these weird situations. Like, they get in trouble with a bunch of chainsaw wielding maniacs in one issue, and then it breaks down again, and they're stuck in the middle of a zombie voodoo infestation. Tell me about your Game of Thrones variant cover. What inspired that? Like, because you don't think of like wild cowboy inventor and think of the Game of Thrones. So, and
what was
that's
the logic
why I did
that brought us? Yeah, what brought us that? Were you just watching Game of Thrones and thought it would look cool, or is there
Absolutely.
more to it?
And I know I can hide a couple of the like the Sword of Eternity and the Thundercat sword in there somewhere too.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, you did too. That's awesome.
Dude, wicked. The Sword of Omens.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I knew it. And it was an opportunity to do something really, really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks awesome. I'm not criticizing. I just wanted to understand the rationality behind it.
It's crazy shit. Yeah. But go ahead and play the video. Let's see that video.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Let me go back up. We'll do the live action one. I love this thing.
Green light, yellow light, red light, go. I wasn't born to take it slowly. I feel my pride now. It's fatal to the middle, blows my mind. It's crazy. It's like a beat road street, baby. So crazy. It's like a beat road street, baby. This is my pride. This is the country denied. I breathe for the life of the strong. There's no fear of me. Ride on! The devil ride. Ride on! The devil ride. Ride on! The devil ride. Ride on, ride on, ride on, ride on! It's crazy! It's like a big old tree, baby.
Dude, so that's all yours? You had like your friends or something make that?
Yeah.
That's fucking amazing.
Yeah, it
why
was,
is that this why is this the first time I've seen that? Like I don't think that enough like are you gonna relaunch this and let people know like are you gonna try again like and get more? Because I think that I mean you're in demand now or are you closed or
We're not closed. We're in demand at the moment.
that was fantastic, man. That was really well done.
Yeah, we were trying to sell it as a movie property, but it like people didn't want to take a chance on it because it was it's really new. You know what I'm saying? Like it's different. It's not like a lot of things out there. So,
but it was so charming. Like even the things like he goes to take a selfie. He goes to take a selfie with the chick, and she just sort of pops over and kisses him and stuff. I'm like, this is great. Yeah. Like I'm looking at this. I'm like, this is better than like trauma level stuff from what I've seen. Like it's like this trauma, then you're just like hair above it. So like.
No, we put a lot of work into it. Like we're retarded, dude. We spend nothing but money on this fucking project.
I'm gonna send this to. I'm gonna send this
car for the from the book.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna send this to the Angry Video Game Nerd. Hold on, I'm gonna email this to him. He's my friend. Because you built the fucking car for crying out loud, man.
Yeah,
yeah. And you've got $4,000 on it. That's bullshit. This should be big.
Yeah, we've been trying to get it out there. I sent a link in the private chat for the crash video.
Oh yeah, I'll pull up in a sec. Hold on.
Yeah.
Just need to. I was sending another link out.
Because this is like a lot of work. It's really interesting. It's your character's even got a nice little quirk where you said that he breaks down in the worst possible situation, so he's not like a Mary Sue. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's got a nice charm to it.
I know.
You
well, that's
like
the thing about Road Trip is we originally finished the latest issue in 2018 when we were filming, and we had a publisher. Like they were all on board to publish it, but that was the height of the SJW movement back then. And they didn't want to do the book because they were like because like the book's based on a Mississippi made up disease called mycorrhitis, and mycorrhitis is a scent that people that guys give off that was their way of explaining women's menopause, back in the 1800s. Okay. So, and when they read the finished book and they were like, we're not doing this. What are you kidding me? We'll get called everything in the book. They'll try to shut us down. So they nixed the project. Like they didn't want to do it. So we shelved it and I went on to do Doc Salem. And then we went ahead and I pulled it out after the Doc Salem campaign. Oh, go ahead and they nixed it and get it. So we decided to self-publish, and that's where we're at now. So the latest issue is in full color. And you also get the 155-page trade from the original issues published back in 2006 to 2014. Yeah, and see that alternate ending.
Yes, yeah, I remember when you were telling me about seeing this before too. But yeah, for anyone who hasn't, that would happen to the car.
And it didn't explode on the spot.
That thing's a beast. It's got a 454 with a blower. Way too much power for that car. You'll find out.
Oh, I'm sorry, I freaked out. Holy fuck, man.
Is the back of it a coffin? Like, is that a coffin lid?
No, it's not a coffin lid.
No,
It's
right.
a
It's just,
rag top.
right.
It was almost a coffin lid.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
No, dude, that's
man.
bad. I'm so proud of you. This is incredible work, and I sort of saw it. I saw it around the streams, but I didn't really give it enough attention, and now I feel like an idiot. Like, I just looked at it and thought, oh, cool, this is a cool thing, and I was so much focused on my own work. I didn't realize you'd done like a whole indie film thing. I would have like pushed this a lot harder. I would have
thanks,
like
dude. I
really.
appreciate that. Yeah.
I didn't, because this is interesting and stuff. Like, we don't have anything else like this in Comicsgate right now.
Exactly, and that's why it's a hard sell. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no spandex in this book. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean,
Hell yeah, man.
sorry, I get a little carried away when I see stuff. Like, this is like,
No,
this is interesting to me. This is very interesting to me.
I love having Preston on because he's got so much cool shit. The stuff that he put into this is insane. I remember when I first saw it, man, when he was first telling me about it, when he was like going to relaunch Doc Salem, like, but first I got Rockabilly Road Trip. I wanted to do. I'm like, what the hell is that? And he's like, yo, here, man, I'll show you a couple images. I'm like, dude, how come you didn't launch this first?
I knew about, you know, like, I've forgotten the name of it. You just said it. I knew about Doc Samson, right? Like, I knew about that. I thought, oh yeah, that's cool and everything. This is way more interesting to me, frankly. Like, this is very interesting. I shot through an email to James for you, so
thanks.
because he loves sort of indie stuff. He does it all himself and everything, and I think that he'll look at this and be impressed by it. Like, wow. So tell me, what are you going to do with this? Like, now? Because like, is it in demand?
This issue's done. Like, it's I don't have it here. It's completed. Yeah. Like, we already had a sample copy printed and everything like that, and of the trade paperback. So all we have to do is send it off, get it printed, and send it out. That's it. There's no work.
How many copies? How many copies do you have?
Well, I got one copy. It's the demo copy.
No. I mean, when you print from your print run, right? Like, you get like 500.
Oh, you mean the original print run?
Yeah,
the most recent print run.
Well, because how many copies of this? How many copies of this do you have sitting in boxes at your house unsold? Is what I'm asking.
Oh, we don't. No. You're not like we never had it printed. Like, it stayed the way it was, and then I had a sample copy printed, and so this will be the first time it's being printed. The book was finished like a year ago, though.
Yeah, but how many did you run off with your print run? Like, how many are you got left to move? Like, did you just print exactly?
No. We haven't had any printed. I just had one demo copy
at all,
just to go ahead and make sure the pages lined up and everything was good to approve. You know, so this will be the first time it's being printed.
Yeah, but that's what I mean, man. I'm asking, like, when you've got 95 backers, right? Mm-hmm. So that means.
Oh, you mean how many we're going to go over? Probably about 200 issues, something like that. Or we'll just do in demand, like as they come in, we'll just print them, and then once it closes, it's done. Now the next issue is Bootlegger's Breakdown, and you might like this because it's about a hillbilly kaiju.
Yeah? Okay, all right.
So Nikki gets they bet Nikki to go ahead and deliver like this moonshot.
Hold on a second. Let Liam know the first story first.
I did, yeah. That's about Micritus. Micritus is the way the Mississippians used to describe a woman's menopause. You know what I'm saying? Back in the 1800s, before they knew anything, right? So they'd be like, "Oh no, she's got the Micritus. We got to put her down." You know what I'm saying? So,
oh my god.
So we based the whole story off of that because we don't give a shit. You know, we thought it was funny. But,
yeah, that's exactly. You just laugh, man. The world needs laughter.
You would think so. But the publisher that we had lined up, and it was a mid-level publisher, but they had a really good name behind them, and they backed out because there's no way, you know, fucking SJWs would fucking swarm our ass over this one. So we couldn't do it, you know. But this is the issue right here. I mean, if you read some of the word balloons in there, it's pretty fucking funny.
Can I buy this right now? Like, is it still available? Like, are you still open?
It's in demand.
Okay, cool. Okay, so you are in demand. Good.
Yeah, we're 5 backers away from hitting 100. You know, so You know,
Yeah,
almost
because you
there.
should have a lot more than 100 backers.
I
So
would think so.
you're at 22. You're at 22 pages, right? Like that's where you're at.
22 pages. You can get the single book by itself, or you can get the book and the trade paperback. And the trade paperback.
What's the deal with this vinyl?
Oh, the vinyl. So we have a band from the UK called the Vulture Club, and they're a hellbilly band, and they went ahead and they did our theme song. That's the song you hear in the videos.
Yeah.
And so we decided what would be a cool perk. So we had a vinyl picture disc made to go ahead and so you have a vinyl record, you can play on your turntable or whatever, and it's a 45 with the Rockabilly Road Trip theme song on it. It'll come signed. So yeah.
You can frame it and hang it on the wall.
You can do that. You can play it.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want with it. It's up to you. You can collect it, stick it away, because I can tell you right now, it doesn't look like there's going to be many made. Yeah.
No. Yeah. No. It's so there's two. The collective vinyl.
Yeah. Two of those.
And then the iTunes release of the Rockabilly Road Trip theme song, I did the artwork for that too. So you can get that, and you also get a copy of Road Trip #1 plus the trade paperback, which chronicles all the past issues. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
How many
Double
past
check.
issues are there?
6, because we had to make the
Okay.
issues when we had the money to make it.
Oh, of course. No, of course. So,
Yeah.
so this has got a #1 on it. So does that mean you've already got 5 more issues done, or
We
are
have
these-
5
are those-
of the original issues when we published in black and white. And we're relaunching with volume 2, starting with #1, and it's going to be a whole new series,
Right.
a whole new
Cool.
launching point. So anybody that wants to jump on, this is the perfect time to jump on.
Yeah.
But if
Alright.
you do get the single issue by itself, the single physical copy, you also get a digital copy of the trade paperback. So you'll still be able to get caught up on the all their past adventures. Yeah.
Raise all your
Nice.
prices as well. Your prices for your books are too low. Go
I
up.
think
Yep.
Yeah. Well, this is the digital one.
Talk to Micah.
15.
In fact, get
Yeah.
on to Micah's stream. Say Liam sent you. Get on to Micah's stream and talk about the problems he had with Englewood for charging as low as you guys did with his first campaign.
yeah.
Your art is good enough. Your story's good enough. You've got this amazing trailer. It is a crime that this has not been noticed by have the bigger guys given you a big shout out about this yet, or have they seen what you can do? I know they did with Doc Salem and stuff, but
No,
because this has
I
just
haven't
blindsided
gotten-
me, and I know everything, right?
Well,
So,
Malin backed it, and I was hoping Malin would
Yeah.
Malin even said he would put me on his show. It's just that I haven't gotten in contact. I've tried
Yeah.
to get his
Follow up
attention,
again.
and when people register and they put their email address in,
Mhm.
he put the wrong email address. So
Well, the thing is with Malin, he's been busy. He's only just brought back his showcase show,
yeah.
So
No, I'm saying
now-
he gave me the wrong email address to go ahead.
hit him up
so
on
he-
hit him up on
he's-
hit him up on the Twitters. Hit him up on the
Yeah,
Twitters.
yeah.
DM.
Just
Well, I
tag him
tagged
a
him.
lot.
I did.
Yeah. You got to keep trying it.
Keep trying.
'Cause that's what he said too. Like in the beginning too, when he wasn't following me, it was kind of the same deal, right? You got to try to get his attention. He said it a number of times too on different streams. He goes, "You just keep tagging me. If you see me post something, say something in there as well. You get his attention in any kind of way. It's just when he actually has time to look at that stuff and."
You got to keep in mind the social media swarm. I had no idea. I'm not even big. I'm not even as big as Vinny. And for me, I get on and it's just like blah, hundreds of messages. I wake up in the morning. I usually have, no word of a lie, between 17 and 40 private messages in my inbox every single morning I wake up.
Holy shit.
It's insane. I can't imagine what the big guys have going on. Right.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Do you have a I would suggest for a future endeavor, put together a 30-second trailer. That's really good. Keep that. Don't get rid of that. Have a 30-second version, right? 29 seconds ideally.
Vinny,
Yeah.
Because
play my trailer.
is that what that one is? Is that what
Yeah.
that one's the 30 seconds?
This one's a minute.
To Rockabilly Road Trip. Rockabilly Road Trip is the story of Nicky the Pipe. Nicky has one special talent. He can build anything. After completing work on his hellish hot rod, which he lovingly calls his devil driver, Nicky finds that his life is still missing something. So he focuses his amazing talents on building Patches, a bombshell of a driving companion, to complement the look of his iconic hot rod. Oh, but Rockabilly Road Trip is anything but typical. Our heroes encounter saw-wielding psychos in Texas, greaser aliens from outer space at Area 51, and a voodoo zombie infestation at a roadside stop in Louisiana are just the start of the problems our heroes run into on the road trip of a lifetime. In issue 1 of their brand new full-color series, Nicky and Patches battle a mysterious illness that is driving the women in a small Mississippi town psychotic. So come along for a cross-country story adventure at Rockabilly Road Trip.
I love you've got the UFOs and the man. This is going to be so good. This is going to be so good. And like I said, the reason I brought up the 30-second trailer thing, right, is because Malin was talking about doing short advertisements through StreamYards, and that has a physical limit of like 30 seconds. That's the most that can be played with the click.
Yeah.
So if you put together a short 30-second trailer in anticipation, he might be able to just in the middle of talking to someone else, just be like, hey, and do like a little 30-second ad, and that'll help get you out there. Your stuff's really good.
Thanks,
this is
dude.
really
I appreciate
good. People
that.
should know what this is. I'm actually really shocked that you've only got 95 people, frankly. I think that a lot of people are like me and they don't know what you're doing here.
Mm-hmm. That's why I keep trying to get Preston on whenever I can, because I want more eyes on him as well. I mean, I know these last days the numbers have been weird because, viewership hasn't been that big because there's been really big names streaming at the same time. I mean,
it's rough.
So, but because minus this week, I've been pulling in really good viewers, averaging around 50 to 60, during live streams. And so like more eyes, it's going to help your campaign a lot. But that's why I keep trying to get you on, because I know you're a great dude. You bust your ass. You do amazing pieces. I love the paintings you've been putting up on Twitter recently as well. Holy shit, man.
His story has character. His story has character. I think that's very important. It's not just a bland carbon copy thing. A lot of people, when they're beginning their design work, they sort of go like, oh, what am I going to do? And they sort of try and imitate other things. But with this, he's tapped into the sort of zeitgeist of what essentially rockabilly is, right? And he's got that sort of hick mentality stuff in the book, but it's characterized rather than imitated. It's a good step. I think it's really cool. Even there, he's like, "Hail to the King, baby." That's a reference that we all know, we all love.
Of course.
I'm excited, guys. I'm going to shut up for a bit, but I'm excited. This excites me.
That's but everything you just described is why it's a hard sell. You see what I'm saying? Because it's almost like nothing you've ever seen before. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
but it's
a
still
weird
familiar enough.
mentality.
You know what it is? Like, you look at that dude that's just there, right? If you just scroll up there, you know who that motherfucker is right now. You just look at him, you know who he is. You know what he's about. That's fucking good. That's very good from a marketing point. That's very good from a character design point. I don't even need to read what he's saying to know who this man is, just from your visuals. That's really good, dude.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it's smartly done. That's what I call it, smartly done artwork. Liam's 100% correct on this. But that's why we really want to give you a good push. You deserve a lot.
I think that I'm getting a little excited too, because it reminds me a little bit of the Sam Keith minis that he did for a while back in the 1990s.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah.
And I'm a huge fan of Sam Keith, but like he had these mini stories that were set in the Max universe, but they weren't anything to do with the Max or the Max character. They're about these secondary characters, and it's the same sort of shit you're dealing with here. This really wild, push the boundaries, comedy, suspense stuff. It's interesting stuff. I like it. Makes you think.
Yeah. So anyone watching this, back this project. I backed it. Yeah. Boner King approved.
5 away from 100.
Beautiful. Let's get back up there.
The Boner King approved.
Hell yeah! I gotta get it.
It's also mail-in approved too.
Awesome. That's what I mean. That's a good thing. It's definitely a good thing. I think all the big guns. Those guys, they all back my project as well. I can't thank them enough. Again, we're 4 away. We got 4 hours left. Even if it's 1 per hour, at least we'll hit that 500. Let's try to do that. Retweet, get it out there. Because I said this book cheap to make. This is hardcover. This is not a 6-figure campaign. I would like it to be, but it's not at the moment. Yeah, him too. Hey, Frank, you still with us?
Yeah, I'm here. I had to take the nose off. I couldn't breathe.
I thought that thing was natural.
Yeah, it grew on me.
But let's get to Sunsworn as well. You want me to do the second trailer, right?
Actually, refresh that, Vinny. I just added a new trailer.
Oh, beautiful. At the top here?
Yes, sir.
All right, hit that. I like that. That's a sexy trailer.
Very awesome. Did you find the music yourself? Did you make it? Because that fits so well with your whole universe and what you're doing. It was just spot on. It was like a trailer,
Nice.
like a movie trailer. Like
that was a fortunate find from YouTube's archives.
yeah. Well,
Beautiful, man.
good job, dude. It's phenomenal. This looks so great.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
And what are you launching again?
Well, I'm going to see what all I can get done tonight. I'm tweaking the campaign page still. I'm still not happy with it. My goal is tomorrow, actually, but we'll see. I want to make sure it's 100% good to go. You know what I mean? Before I let it go on the public.
Totally. Yeah. So maybe when we're done with the stream too, if you want extra eyes on the campaign or some tips, and we could do that too.
Okay, that'd be cool.
Take a quick look. But yeah, man. So I know a lot of people are going to be excited about this because it is something different to have a novel in Comicsgate, not just the comics. But I mean, you are going to have artwork with this, obviously, like the trailer showed.
Now that's original. Having a novel.
Yeah. So too.
Have you thought to look at other Indiegogo novels that are funding right now to see which of them is doing the best and how they lay out their campaigns? Because we know all about comic book stuff, but really, I've never actually even took the time to look into crowdfunded novels.
Yeah, I have. I've been looking around. Actually, I mean, surprisingly, there's not many that I could find, and the ones I did find honestly didn't impress me too much. Just the layout of the campaigns. So I even looked at Kickstarter, and what I found with Kickstarter is a lot of the novels on there are actual people who have been writing novels for a very long time, and with no names that they basically just have to say, "Here's my name, buy my novel." So. Yeah, I haven't got a ton of feedback just in that area looking at it. So
what sort of numbers would you need to make to be the Ethan Van Sciver of crowdfunding novels? Like how much money have you got?
$1 million, right?
So $1 million. So the next highest sort of crowdfunded thing is like $1 million, like for a novel. Because we know the price tiers for comic books, but like how much are novels bringing in on their crowdfunding books, because I want to be able to brag about how much more money you're making than other people.
That's something I'll have to do a little bit more work on. But I mean, what I'm finding is the novels I have seen aren't coming close to an Ethan Van Sciver campaign.
That's what I was suspecting. That's exactly what I was suspecting.
I know a lot of novelists that from shows, from Comic-Cons and stuff like that, and novels like there's a certain kind of person that only comes in to get novels. You know what I'm saying? And novels to me are the hardest thing to sell, because with comics, it's kind of easy. I mean, they know that if they don't like the story, at least they got great art or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But with a novel, like, they may sample the first 2 pages and be like, this is for me. You know?
Right.
And that's, so they're basically going off of the cover art and the first 2 pages of your novel.
Well, that's why I got this excellent cover artist. No, actually, my plan is to release the first 3 chapters as well with the campaign. So that's one of the things that's holding me up a little bit today, as I'm trying to polish that up as much as possible. Because
have you had another editor go over it, or are you self-editing?
I haven't. That's the plan, actually. I mean, I just talked to someone for actual professional editing a couple of days ago, but I haven't gotten it to them yet. So what I'm trying to do is polish it up to the best, the best that I can do, so people don't look at this and say, oh, look at all these fucking mistakes. Because people like
I would not
going over this with a fine-tooth comb.
I would not launch. I would not launch until you have an editor go over at least those first few chapters, because if you self-editing is hell. It is hell. You'll fuck up in some huge way, and then people are going to latch onto it and they're going to hold it over you forever because you typed the word A twice in a row and didn't notice it.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
So it sucks, and it's part of the job. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to discourage you. I want you out there. I want you to succeed. But I definitely get an editor to take a look at it, because you'll look at your page and you'll see what you've written instead of what's actually there. The brain will lie to you.
You're right. Yeah. It's one thing I've discovered. I'm in the second draft right now, and I'm finding a lot of that, actually. And that's just editing my own work. So I'm really excited to get this into somebody else's hands.
Yeah, well, like I said, Liam's a great guy and a smart dude. That's why I enjoy having him on, because he'll think about other stuff that other people haven't, and he'll give them really good questions and advice. So yeah, man, hail brother. Dude,
thank you.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, well, that's we've all got to do our best, and this is mistakes and shit I may have thought of for myself later. It's like, well, do I do this? Do I not? And so it's just I want everyone to do the best they can, and I don't want fucking Renfimus parading around, a fucking typo. Use the wrong word. There's 2 words that mean 2 different things, but they're the same word, and you used the wrong one time, and now it's fucking forever associated with your name. It's bullshit, but that's what they'll do. Right. Because you've got a higher standard than us comic guys, because your whole product is your wordsmithing. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, you're absolutely right.
But this is an exciting project. This is I'm pumped up for Sunsworn. It's got a great cover. It's got a great story. Oh, yeah. I asked you a bunch of questions already, so I feel like I can ask them again. But
yeah, you can ask whatever you like. I mean, obviously, what we got going on here is epic space fantasy, in the vein of Star Wars. Not so much in the vein of Star Trek, I would say, but yeah, definitely, it's definitely Star Wars inspired with some other inspirations. There's somebody actually asked me the other day if Rom was an inspiration for this, and I was like, shit, you know what? I haven't read Rom, and I can't even remember.
Oh, I love Rom.
But somewhere in the back of my head, it probably was.
It's interesting that Rom, we're talking Space Knight Rom, right?
Yeah.
Space Knight.
Yep.
He's this interesting thing that he had a toy, and then he had a comic book series. And the comic book series was so good or so bad, I don't know, I never read it.
Oh, no, it was.
And that one toy was, or that one toy was so influential that here we are in 2020, and people still remember who Rom is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's mainly because of the comic series. The toy was a complete failure. I mean, I have it.
That's in. Is it nearby? You're pointing at it? Is it right there? Can you show it to us?
I'm pointing at it right now. No, it's in a case. It's in a case.
Okay.
It's a vintage piece of shit.
But yeah, well, I never read the comic book series. What was that like in a few words?
It was good. I mean, it was one of the first comic book series that was a licensed character that was completely integrated into the Marvel Universe. You see what I'm saying? So when they lost the rights to that character, there's a bunch of shit that they can't reproduce now. It was tied into the X-Men. It was tied into the Hulk, all kinds of shit, dude.
Interesting.
And that was
I'd heard of that with Death's Head from the Transformers franchise, if you're familiar with that. Death's Head was invented over in the UK.
Yeah.
In the Transformers comics, and then he sort of bled through and became a mainstream Marvel character, but then they lost the rights because it was connected to Transformers, and then
I never knew that. I never knew it was a Transformers character.
Yeah, he started out in as a Transformers villain, I believe. Yeah.
Nice.
Like in the Transformers comics, not in the
Okay.
show.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's crazy. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
nice bit of trivia right there. Like
No trivia.
yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I know most things, but ROM is a big gap in my sort of nerd foo knowledge. So that's why I was like, tell me of ROM, because it's like I don't know of ROM, you know.
It was good. The problem was that the writer who kind of put it on the map, he was also the same writer that did Micronauts, and he created Rocket Raccoon. Well, he was out roller skating, and he got hit by a car, and he's still alive, but he's been brain damaged ever since. Like his brother takes care of him, and he's basically retarded. You know,
that's horrible.
Yeah.
Poor
so,
guy.
I mean, but I think that might be one of the reasons why ROM became a cult type of figure, and the same reason why the Micronauts are in the same category. You know, because they were all created by this one extremely talented writer. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Well, I would love to. I'd love to go back and learn a bit about ROM. I might look up some videos on him or something, because I know of him. I hear about him.
Yeah.
But it's just this big gap in my sort of knowledge. Like, it maybe not have even come to Australia. You know what I mean? That might be why I missed it. So.
Yeah, honestly, ROM is not my strong point, but a friend of mine is such a big ROM fan. I'm like, why?
Because ROM's cool.
What can ROM do? He just sort of
Except
looks like a big silver robot. Like, is he just strong and punches things? Does he have like lasers from his eyes or his hands? Like, what is ROM?
Cyborg?
Oh, he's a cyborg. So he's not a robot.
Space
he's like
Knight?
a dude who's.
No, it's a Space Knight type of thing where the whole planet, to save their race, they had these volunteers that had to become Space Knights, right? And they were hunting down the Dire Wraith. And the Dire Wraith were these magic-wielding space aliens that they would take their tongues and like stick it in your forehead and become you know? So it was this weird thing. And it gets even weirder. Like, the guy had a huge imagination because none of this existed with the toy universe. You know what I'm saying? The toy was a complete failure. You know? And so this whole world that he created, it was so good that it bled over into the rest of the Marvel universe, which I don't think they've ever done like something like that since, because it was like once they lost the license, it was a huge hit to Marvel, you know?
Yeah.
Because then they were like, oh shit, we can't do this anymore. We can't do that. But then again, Mattel, the company that produced the toy, also when they sold the rights licensed the rights to IDW, because IDW put out ROM for a little while.
That's what I was going to bring up next. Yep.
Yeah, well, they couldn't use the Dire Wraith, but they tried to use them anyway, and it caused a big lawsuit. And then they had to be careful because they couldn't use the original ROM design that Marvel used, because it was so different from the toy that they actually had a copyright on it. And
see, that's the thing that you would think, like, when it was announced that IDW was going to be doing a ROM, the Space Knight comic book series, I saw it was going to be a part of the shared universe with Mask and G.I. Joe and stuff and Transformers. I thought, why on earth would Marvel not take that property back if it was available? Given the fact that I am still aware of this property and I am not invested in it in any capacity. Like, that seems like, you know, I even know covers from ROM the Space Knight just from seeing them around everywhere.
Well, they had some of the greatest artists in the industry do covers. You had John Byrne, you had Walter Simonson, but they had a ton of artists that did them. That's a good question. You know what I'm saying? I think Marvel was just so occupied with the shit they had going on that they never even noticed
they didn't care.
Like, and ROM, really, if you look at the surface of it, like, it doesn't seem like a very good franchise. But they have an extremely loyal cult following that follows ROM, and they buy ROM everything. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, well, that's
like-
and that's what you want. You want to have that hardcore base. Like everyone goes, there's something wrong with that. There's something to do with that. It's like no, you want your
Yeah.
hardcore fans.
absolutely,
You want your hardcore fans for sure. There's nothing to be ashamed of about that. You know, like
no,
Yeah.
absolutely
Enough
not.
about Rom. Let's
Yeah.
get back to Through the
sorry
Woods.
guys, through the
Fuck
woods.
Marvel and fuck Rom.
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry, my bad. I brought that up.
We've
Well, it
got-
just shows
we've
the
got-
legacy of Marvel's bad decisions.
Yeah, we've
Yeah, tell
got
me
to get
about it.
4 more. We got to get 4 more back.
We gotta get 4 more guys. I mean, come on. I know the bigger streams are going, but I think everybody left. So let's get a little more push going over here. We don't need to be the bastard stepchild over here. We need to keep pushing this because, again, this book was for fans, made for fans. The bonus is for you guys. Got 4 hours left. After that, no ash can for anyone after that. So if I could hit at least 500 on that, I'd be very happy to say that. You know, it's very limited. But yeah, this book is absolutely killer. We got great trailers by your very own Red Gaze. So let's watch this one.
From Frankie and Vinnie Tartamella comes Through the Woods, the collected edition. This edition compiles the 3-issue miniseries into one solid volume for fans of Through the Woods and newcomers alike. Written by Frankie Tartamella and fully illustrated and assembled by Vinnie Tartamella, Through the Woods is an esoteric ghost story that will leave you haunted yet fulfilled. Follow investigative reporter Laura Langley as she unearths the tragic history of her newly inherited home and cabin in North Hudson, New York. This is a tale that started 100 years earlier when this very land was a loggers' camp in the early 1900s. Laura's investigation finds her learning of her family's past and accidentally reawakens a restless spirit. Find out what else is haunting the pages of this completed series. If you missed the first campaign, this is the perfect chance to get your hands on this epic ghost story. This is the fable of an investigative journalist caught in the middle of a ghost story. A tale that started 100 years ago. Don't miss this second chance to take a midnight stroll through the woods.
Hell yeah, man. Back in
So
now.
Frankie,
4 hours.
Frankie,
Yeah.
Frankie, we haven't had a chance to ask you questions. I've asked Vinny questions. I'm going to ask you some questions.
Okay.
When you were working on this, is this the first comic book that you've actually worked on as a writer?
Yeah, I would have to say yeah. I came up
Cool,
with it
cool.
around, I don't know, 20 years old or something like that. But
Oh wow, okay.
But like it came up as just like I said the other night on the other show. I told me it was just like it was a title. I just said Lulu and the Lumberjack. And he's like, wait a minute, that sounds pretty good. Let me jot that down. I was just spitting out stuff, and he just jotted it down, and it kind of started from there, almost by a fluke.
Yeah, well, I mean, the lumberjack is sort of a symbol of male strength and resilience and independence, and I think that's sorely needed in the modern market. So I think this was the right time for it to strike. But what sort of inspired you to turn this into a story right now at this point in time?
What
Why not?
inspired me?
Yeah.
Why not? Oh, well, the thing was, once we came up with it, Vinny got work elsewhere, and we kind of put it away.
Mhm.
And then he kind of rediscovered it, he wrote first draft actually, sent it to me. We were like out of state. We weren't near each other, and then I started to write, and it flowed through after that. But he kind of pulled it, out of his kind of and found it again. It like reignited it. So
Yeah, what I had with that draft, it was something a little bit different, a little bit more on the horror and gore side of things. So since Frankie co-created these characters with me, whatever, I sent it over to him, and he had the really good idea of going, all right, maybe that's too niche. Maybe that kind of horror and gore could be a little bit too much. So how do you feel about more suspense and focus a little bit more towards the ghost element? And I dug it. I was down with it. I said, yeah, if you want to do a draft of it, go for it. And I was very happy with it.
Yeah,
so go ahead.
That was the thing. It was like at the time when these books came out, like when we came up with it, there was a lot of books that were kind of doing that thing with like a lot of horror from like the beginning to the end. And I'm like, I want to be a little bit different and stand out. At the time, I'm like, let me put more suspense in there, build up a story, build up to those moments. So it's kind of like a roller coaster. You're going up, you're going down, you're going up, you're going down. And then finally end where you put that horror element in there and stuff. But I want
the formula. That's the formula that people largely followed in the back, in sort of traditional horror film, and it's been largely completely set aside. So I think it's really courageous that you're reinventing this classic formula. That you're taking this classic system of suspense and drama, and then the horror payoff, at the end almost. It's good. It is better than just constant scare tactics. It's a sign of a good writer. So
I'm a fan of the Universal Monsters and the Hammer films. So
yep,
that's I've been watching those all the time. So
yeah, you're talking my language, brother. You're talking my language.
Definitely,
absolutely, man. Dude, that's why we even did a kids book that was literally monster related. We did it before Transylvania and all that nonsense or whatever, the Pixar movies. And in fact, we did sent it to them. So who knows if they ripped us off as well?
Well, Pixar didn't make the movie. I think someone else did, but who the hell knows?
But yeah, how Hollywood works is if somebody leaves the studio, goes to somewhere else, they usually take ideas with them.
Yeah, they sent me back my script with cheese doodle fingerprints all over the first 5 pages.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
They said, thank you for taking interest in us, but we have our own projects planned ahead, but thank you for thinking of us. I'm like, yeah, okay.
Fuck you so very much. So
you could have put a cheese doodle in an envelope for me.
Yeah.
Oh,
gosh. Me a cheese doodle.
So here's an interesting question. When you conceptualized the property before Vinnie put pen to paper, how close did his designs match what was in your imagination at the very beginning of the story? Because there's usually a bit of change. So,
I mean, that's a cool thing. Like, I know he draws, beautiful women, so that wasn't a problem. But if the way I described it, he would draw it. I don't know how the hell he does it. It kind of the way I described it, that particularly like this, and like this. Like, yeah, okay, and boom, I'm like, holy crap! It's like he just went to my head and pulled it out.
Yeah, that's really good. It's probably because you are brothers, and so you've had a lot of the same fundamental creative things shaping you coming up. You both know what each other like.
Similar movies, similar genres. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. No, it's good. Good teamwork.
Yeah, but then on top of it too, like I said, I think I bring more to what he just had as well, because I would do other research, I would see other things, and I would make sure those elements got into the designs, into the world that we were kind of creating in there. So yeah, it's always a good thing.
And then if he gave me that information, I would research, and like we just really try to, like each book I did research for. Like the second book is the main character starts to look about parapsychology, ghosts. What are they doing? Where are they from? How are they created? Why are they here? And I got stacks of books to write research on people who apparently encountered, this. So I did research as well, So when we
that's always a lot of That's always very interesting. Is there any sort of thing with because we mentioned she's a journalist here in the trailer. So, is there anything with EEG? There's no ghost hunting stuff. This is an actual play out of just her experiencing these this stuff, right?
Like it's her first time encountering this kind of stuff. So she's like, she doesn't know anything about it. So what is this? And like she had to do her research in the book.
Yeah, because literally on the first couple of pages, you see her arriving there to her new home, right? So she's not expecting ghosts. She's not expecting anything like that. But when it kind of happens, she's already there. So she's dealing with what's going on. And yeah, it's kind of like that seeing is believing type of thing.
Yeah, for sure.
And to go back a little bit,
I like that Sapir tone you're going through there for the flashback. That's very nice.
You're welcome, Vinny. You're welcome, you bastard.
What?
I'm just messing with you.
I love you, but sometimes you're just crazy, man.
But to go back, the lumberjack idea kind of came because when I was a kid in school library, there was a Paul book, but on the cover art didn't show him. It had his legs, like his boots and his legs, and you couldn't see him. You see the axe by his leg, and you see the blue ox in the back. So I took the book, I read it, and I guess it was stuck in the back of my head because anytime I saw a lumberjack in a cartoon or anywhere, it was always hokey, and they made a joke about it. And all the stuff I've seen. So I want to do something a little serious and take my shot at it. Get a little respectability.
Hey, Frankie, I got a serious question.
Okay.
Like, you never seen a bunch of lumberjacks at a male strip joint and had the idea from that, did you? Or was it?
No.
No. This is Frankie. This isn't Ro.
And they weren't real lumberjacks anymore.
No.
Look at the arms on that guy. He's a fucking monster of a man.
Yeah, this guy's a monster. He is. And that's the point of it, right? That's why I kind of wanted to do this. I wanted this to be kind of like the first story that we did instead of a superhero book. I wanted it to be a guy with high T, someone who is just nothing but a burly dude, someone who's going to be the image of strength, right? It doesn't have to be someone with a cape all the time. They all love doing it. But, and again, and a lot of that's fine too. I mean, I have other superhero characters, and eventually one day I'll get to them. But for doing something like this, a kind of pulp feel to it, like the original comics, there were horror stories, there were ghost stories.
Horror stories and pulp stuff. Now, I love that you got back to the House of Mystery and stuff like that. I think that's what we need.
Yeah.
So here's a question I've got.
Approach.
Yeah, here's a question I've got while I'm just throwing stuff out and thinking of it. So these ghosts, are they anchored to this cabin, to this wood, or because you always hear about ghosts that sort of stuck to sort of a point thing, or are they sort of free roaming vapors? Are they?
Well, see, that's the thing. In the middle of the book, I explain that, and there's a difference between a ghost and a spirit on the research that I found. So
that's interesting.
And that's what I did. I looked for information on ghosts that hasn't been shown on television yet or hasn't been in a movie yet. I want to find new information. So people are like, oh, I didn't know that. Oh, okay. Here's a couple of classic things like 3 a.m. is the witching hour. Pretty much everyone knows that. But I did look for specific things that people wouldn't normally know about ghosts and spirits.
That's cool. That's really clever. And that's a good way to make your story interesting,
It is.
For
I
sure.
like that you put the work in and you never just guessed at it. Like, that's really cool.
I saw a ghost once. I saw a ghost once, and I like the fact that your dude standing there doesn't look like all translucent. Like, because when I saw a ghost, I swear to God, cross my heart, swear to God, it's the truth. When I saw a ghost, he just looked like it was a dude standing in the corner of my room. And I was like, why the fuck is there a dude standing in the corner of my room? I freaked out. I thought someone had come in while I was asleep, and I got out of bed and I was like, what the fuck? I called people in the house. I was like, who's this dude in World War I shit standing in the corner of my room
me.
looking at me?
I was
Yeah.
That's not typical.
Was he licking his lips?
He was this skinny. No, he wasn't bad. No, he was drawn, So maybe
I'm green. How you
super
doing?
freaky, guys. It was super freaky because I just woke up and there's just this dude standing in the corner of my room in those sort of just plain green, like I thought it was World War II at the time, but like World War I style outfit. He's just standing there in the corner room looking at me. I'm like, what the fuck is this? So I jump out of bed. I'm like 14. I'm not like a little kid, you know, and I'm like, and I'm calling people. I turn around and call people to like my brothers and stuff to come and tell me what the fuck there's a grown man in my room for. And when I turn back, he's gone. And I'm like, what the fuck was that? It was crazy. But he didn't look transparent or nothing. It was like one of the biggest mysteries of my life. To this day, I cannot explain it. I don't know what the hell happened.
Did you ever see anything like that again?
No.
Wow.
And on top of that, I spoke to the farmer who lived in the area where we were at, like, because we were out rural, right? And I was like, has anyone died or anything here in our property? Is there anything like that? And he's like, no. It just was literally bush that was cleared out. I have no idea who the guy was. I saw him clear as day. Like, he was just standing right there. I looked at him for a good, 15 seconds. And he wasn't, frozen or anything. And he wasn't doing anything spooky. He was just standing there looking at me like a dude standing in the corner of your room looking at you.
Head to toe? Head to toe?
Yeah, just standing there, just a dude, just standing there.
Jeez.
You know,
Liam, can I offer you some advice?
Yeah.
If you go over this story again, just lie and tell people it happened in the kitchen. They'll probably avoid a lot of this razzing you're getting.
No, I'm fine to take the razzing, but I swear to God, I swear to God, guys, this is the 100% truth. I saw this to this day. I cannot explain it. I thought about it a lot, and I'm like,
I believe you because I actually had an experience when I was 5 years old in a new house we moved into. And it's different, it's strange, but in the attic, I was looking at, I don't know if it was in school yet, I was 5 years old. And I remember I had a Sesame Street book and a little TV set. And for some reason, I felt to get up and look out the window. And as I looked out, I'm looking really far out. I could see they had projects, buildings way, 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 way far away. Every time I blink, I'd see these two things getting bigger and bigger, coming closer to the window, and they looked eyes. To the point where they were literally in my window, 3 stories up, just staring at me. They looked like they were hand-drawn eyes. They weren't friendly. They weren't angry. They were just staring at me, and it was freaking the hell out of me. Sky's blue, not a cloud, sunny. I ran downstairs, grabbed my mom. I'm like, what? I'm flipping out. She's like, what? What is it? We went upstairs, gone. We went on all the balconies in the front, the back, just gone, and I never seen it since. But that damn thing left, it scared the shit out of me.
Dude, I've got a similar story to that too. Can we tell ghost stories, or should we be
Yeah, ghost stories are fun. Hey, speaking of, real quick, hashtag Ghost Adventures is trending, so I took advantage of that to promote Through the Woods.
Good idea. Link this video. We're talking our ghost stories. So, okay, and again, I would have been about 15, going on 16 or so. And I'm out at Camp Eagle Eye with scouts, right? And I wake up because my best mate is going to hook up with this chick. And so we don't want the leaders to know. So we're doing the switcheroo so that she can get into the tent when I get out, and I'll go to her tent, and then they won't know anyone's moved around and stuff. So we're doing all of that stuff. And so we switch around. And when I get out, and I'm waiting to go into her tent, I look out into the night, right? And for some reason this is the stupidest thing I've ever done in my life, right? Honest to God. I've done a lot of dumb things. But I'm 15-year-old kid, just 16, I think. I'm looking out, and I'm just staring out into the night, and I'm I have to go home now. I don't know what I was thinking to this day. I just got up and I just walked out of the camp. I walked down the highway. Now, Camp Eagle Eye from where I was in Grafton, it's miles away. It's kilometers. So I just walk out to the highway, and I just start walking down this highway in the middle of the night. And I just have this overwhelming feeling I need to go home. And I'm there's something important I have to go home for. So I'm just walking home, and I'm thinking even as I'm doing, I'm this is dumb, but I've got to go home. And so I'm just walking home, and then I get to this this part of this out in the back roads of Australia, right? They have these huge trees, and they grow over the road. So it's a giant tunnel into blackness, right?
Wow.
And so I walked up to this sort of tunnel. I'm thinking, okay, I've got to walk through here for a bit, and it's pitch black. Like you can see everything here, clear night, pitch black in front of me. And I'm like, all right. So I take 2 steps into this, and then I hear growling. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm thinking it's dogs from like a farmer's yard or something that's run down. And I'm thinking, okay. So I sort of back up a bit out of it, and I'm looking there, and I can hear the growling, but I can't see anything. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll detour around. So I jump over the farm sort of fence over here, and I cut around. And then I decide, no, this is retarded. I need to get, what the fuck am I doing? So I bang on the farmhouse door, and I'm like, hey, you know, like, oh, I'm not yelling, but I'm like, bang, I'm not trying to get someone to wake up. I ring the doorbell. There's cars parked there, and like, it's like 3 a.m. or something, so really early. And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But no one answers, no one comes. And I'm like, okay, now I'm starting to get a bit spooked. So I go back to the sort of area where the thing was, and I listen, and there's no noise. So I start to walk in there, right? And yeah, you can come in. So so I walk forward, and when I walk forward, literally these 2 eyes open in the dark, right? And they're shiny like a dog's eyes, like when you shine a torch on them. So I'm thinking it's a dog there, right? And so I stop, and I'm thinking, okay, so there's a dog. It's growling at me. It's probably about the size of a cattle dog. This is kind of spooky. I just sort of stop, and then I start to sort of back up a little bit. And then as I back up, they go from, the eyes are down at about my waist. They go up right to my eye level, and they go slow. And it's not like it stood up on its back legs. It's more like a snake rose slowly. So the thing like rose up, and so I'm looking at this thing, and I'm like, what the fuck is this thing? And it's growling at me, and it's got these shiny green eyes, and everything's just pitch dark. It's the middle of the night. The moon is out, so it's like a clear night, nearly.
Oh no, I would have been running
day.
Back home.
I was terrified. I was terrified. I was terrified, but I thought if I turn around and run away, it might attack me. So I just sort of am backing away from the thing as soon as I can, and I'm watching it, and it doesn't come out of the darkness, right? I just back away from it, and then its eyes close, right?
Yeah.
And then eventually I get up the road, and I run back, and I eventually am able to find a car that's driving through. This is the freaky thing, though. This is what got me interested in UFOs and all this stuff, right, man? Because I got picked up by a truck that was driving through. And I was picked up I was like a 2-hour drive from the camp on the road. So somehow from the point that I had walked I had in the space of under an hour walked from Camp Eagle Eye to just outside of Grafton.
What the fuck?
What? What the
That's
hell?
why I was like, what the fuck?
You know what that sounds like? That sounds like Through the Woods too.
No, and that's true. I've had 3 really weird experiences in my whole life. I'm not going to go into the third one because I've told it on like another video. But like that's one of them. And to this day, like that thing with the like shiny eyes in the darkness, that freaked me out until I was about in my late 20s. Yeah, well, I won't talk about it at night. I'll only talk about it if it's the daytime because I'll get all jittery from it still. But it was terrifying, like especially like it because they just opened. I thought, oh yeah, it's a dog, but then it went up. It went right up to my eye level, and I was like, ugh. And I couldn't see its face or what it was. It's just the eyes, right? Just the shiny bit of the eyes. It was fucked up.
Oh hell!
Yeah.
And like that distance that was walked, it's like you went into pure blackness and came out on another side.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like I literally got picked up by a dude, and he's like, "Oh, what are you doing here?" I was like, "Oh, well, that's 2 hours away." You know?
Watch that sound.
Was it the same dude that was watching you in your room? Sorry.
No.
I had to do it.
No, sorry.
No, this was a truck driver, Preston.
Yeah, no, not a truck driver like
wasn't a
a
lumberjack.
truck driver. He wasn't a lumberjack. No, it was just an old farm dude. You know what I mean? That was driving home at 4 a.m, and like he just stopped at like
old farm dudes need
3
love too.
Yeah, 3 or 4 cars went by me, but they wouldn't stop for me when I tried to wave them down because But he did stop. He had like a utility truck. And he got me in, and he was like, "What are you like? Where are you?" I was like, "I'm back at the scout camp." He's like, "Where's that?" I'm like, "Eagle Eye." He's like, "That's a 2-hour drive away. what have you been doing walking all night? I said, I don't know. We looked at the time. I've been gone an hour. I'm like, this is fucked up. And that's what got me all interested in UFOs and stuff, because I was like, what happened? I started looking into missing time and stuff, and I don't have any weird missing memories or feel like there's no weird butt pain from probing or anything. It just was a really freaky thing
What
that
about
happened.
mouth? What about
Yeah.
mouth pain?
Oh, geez.
Yeah, no mouth pain. I was good.
Yeah, this one does
that's
strike me
my
as more
freaky story.
alien.
Were the eyes
Yeah.
big or small? Were the eyes big or small? Or...
They were about the size. I thought it was a dog until it went up. Like I was like, oh, it's a dog. I'm gonna get like attacked by a guard dog that's like gotten out of its fenced yard and has gotten onto the road. But then
Right.
like it just went like to this day, like okay, it went from where it was down at about my waist, just went at about this speed, but much more smoother up to my eyes. And I was just like,
Was it still growling too?
it was growling. It wasn't like I'm going to kill you. It was like a warning growl, not to go forward. And I thought I was in danger and stuff. I spoke to like people and stuff since, and they're like, maybe it was like an ancient Aboriginal spirit, and it was warning you. And I was like, I don't know what the fuck it was. It was freaking fucking weird, is what it was.
I know what it was. It was Crypto.
Terrified me.
Crypto the dog.
Yeah. I wish, but no, it terrified the hell out of me. And like people are like, oh, it's because of these big green glowing eyes. I was like, no, it didn't have like cartoon green glowing eyes. It looked like cat's eyes and dog's eyes when the moonlight hits them. That's what it looked like.
Reflection.
So,
reflection.
and I swear to God, again, Scouts honor, swear that is the honest to God truth. It's a weird story. I can't explain it. It's true.
Wow, man. That is nuts.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Anyone else got any weird, freaky ghost stories? Just me?
There was one, but I mean, like I didn't witness it. Frank knows this story. When my grandfather passed away.
That one. I think we were going to talk about Rocco's with the floating head.
No, yeah, I don't talk about that. I don't talk about him. But my mom, when she was a kid, that's when she lost her father, and her sister and her brother, you know, they were smaller than her, but so it was just my grandmother and her kids basically in the house after he passed away, and he was there. He popped up after he was already gone. He popped up and he was in his like fancy pajamas. Walked in. They said they all saw it. They all agreed. They all saw it. He talked to them and he goes, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. I won't come again." And then he just vanished like that.
Wow.
I think it's time to move out about that point.
That's the abridged version.
Yeah.
So the story is weird. They were, after my grandfather died, is my mother, my aunt, and my uncle, and they jumped. They slept in bed with my grandmother because they were afraid or whatever. So they're all sleeping there, and he did appear. Now here's the thing: in the doorway, it wasn't like a door. It was like a beaded curtain, and he just slid it open. They all jumped up out of bed and they saw it, heard the noise. They got up, put the lights on, and he's like, and they all jumped up with like fear and fright on their face. And he's like, "Oh, I see you. I won't come back." And he closed the curtain. They all got up and they put all the lights on. They searched the house. They're like, they couldn't believe what the hell just happened. Now here's where it gets a little bit weird.
Now it's going to get weird.
It's going to get a little bit weird. Here's the punchline. Here's the punchline to it. My grandmother put all of his stuff away, like boxed it all up, put it all away. She didn't want anything of his because it would remind. She kind of lost a little bit, when he died, like that. So they opened the drawer, and there are his pajamas. These silk vertical stripes folded perfectly on top. They were not there. She packed all his stuff away. They're like, what the hell? His pajamas were sitting right there, folded up. The first thing you see when you open the drawer. And I was like, what the hell? Freaked everybody out. But here's that's 4 witnesses.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, and our aunt would never talk about it anytime we brought it up. She refused to mention it.
Yeah, because she was a Jehovah's Witness, and she's not supposed to believe in that kind of stuff. So when I asked her, she looked at me and she smirked, but she just wouldn't say yes or no. But to me, it's a yes that she smirked like she saw something. They all did. It was like 4 of them.
Yeah, that's crazy. And like I said, like, the weirdest thing for me is that I don't have answers. That's what got me interested in all the spooky, weird stuff. I was like, what's actually going on? And you look for some sort of closure or answer or greater meaning to it, and there isn't one. It's just you're just left there sitting. Like, again, to this day with that guy that was in the corner, like with the soldier that was in the corner of my thing. I went through all our family photo albums. I was like, is this guy connected to me in some way? Like, because I distinctly remember his face, and to this day I remember his face. I have no idea who the man was, why I saw him, or anything.
Wow.
It's weird. So at least you guys know, like, it was someone that you knew. You know what I mean? Like, but then they say, "Oh, I'm not going to come back." It's like, does that mean like he could have come back, or is he coming back for a reason and he was upset that he scared you? Like, it's weird stuff, spooky, especially when multiple people see something and there's just no real explanation for it.
Oh, man.
Gosh.
Yeah. Anyone have any other stories too? Yeah, we've been.
We've been going on with crazy stuff for a while. What are we doing with Through the Woods? Still no.
Yeah,
we're
I got-
it's still 4.
I got stories, but we'll go on with Through the Woods.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if we're gonna be moving anymore. Like I said, we don't really have much viewers tonight either for whatever reason. I don't know what's been going on. But yeah, we
doing
can,
a live stream at the same time as well.
I thought he finished. Didn't he finish?
Maybe.
Maybe someone else started. Mitch is on, but Mitch isn't really doing much either. He got like 10 viewers. I don't see anyone else streaming unless Jake going.
Well, I went ahead and started a stream just to be a dick. I'm not doing anything on it. It's just streaming.
Yeah. Do you have more viewers than us?
No.
We got a bunch of ghosts watching us. We got a bunch of ghosts watching
Yeah.
us.
Because I don't think I'm going to stay up for another 3 hours. Like whatever happens at this point.
Yeah.
I've been running on fumes. Like I said, it's 60 days. I've run this campaign at this time last year for 60 days. Like I said, this was my very first campaign. Oh, dude, Captain's around. Dude, hail, brother.
Hey,
I don't know
fuckhead.
what you're still doing up at this
Captain
point,
Fuckhead.
but yeah, man. Yeah, we've been going for like an hour and a half. Oh, now viewership is starting to come in. Great.
Yeah, now we're gonna get people.
Now I gotta stay on.
Thankfully, all my embarrassing stories are out of the way, so
Well,
People
you're
can
in
come.
luck.
The EJAC show is on?
Well, Justin
Yeah.
McClure said Anna got copyright struck doing the EJAC show, so you're in luck. Maybe we'll get some more viewers.
yeah. I mean,
Hey.
that's something else that we should probably be aware of is that on the stream that Raging Golden Eagle was on with Cecil, they were saying that because of all this stuff with the C word, the other one, the one that makes you sneeze, if that's brought up, people can mass flag your channel, and you're not getting copyright strikes, but they are pulling down your video, they are canceling your video and stuff.
Oh, wow.
So people are sort of going around mass brigading people's live streams and stuff down. So
That's
just to
insane,
kill
man.
them. Right now, it's kind of shit. Yeah.
I heard
People have
someone
nothing
call
better to do.
Did someone call it? They want to use another word. The Winona sinus.
Winona signs.
Unbelievable, man. Dude, I don't get it. It makes no sense to me. This thing where they're policing everything and everyone. It's more than a little ridiculous.
They want control because they're afraid of losing control right now. Like
Yeah, but imagine all the people.
you've literally got people, man. You've literally got people that are on
Then-
Twitter and shit I saw saying that everyone's house should be searched, and if you've got more than 2 weeks food supply stored, you should be fined heavily. I'm like, what the
What
fuck?
the hell?
Like,
that is none of your
yeah.
fucking business.
Exactly.
Oh, wow.
Imagine storing up for the winter and getting all your life prepared, and then the government comes in and goes like, "This is too many Snickers bars, Liam." But I like my Snickers bars. It's too many. There's more than 2 weeks ration of Snickers bars.
Oh my god.
No wonder you're a fat
They-
ass. And
Nah,
then,
best.
and then they
There's-
slap you with a $40,000 fine.
That's horseshit. There's a ton of people, preppers who have been prepping for the end of the world for years, and everybody laughed
yeah.
at them, and now they're laughing at us. And I think, fuck it, let them have their laugh.
Let 'em have
They've
their
been
laugh.
ridiculed for years. Let them have this one.
They're in their bunkers,
Right.
eating their beans, farting up a storm, and having a good time.
Telling
right.
ghost stories.
But it's from they played that video with all those stupid actors. And that's what they got.
Oh, you're gonna get flagged
The
for that.
imaginal
That's not
people.
even worth it. I got through like I don't know what 10 seconds of that video. I'm like, okay, this is really gay and stupid. I'm done.
Yeah, it's just the bookends that we're watching on mute. Just being Gal Gadot. That's everything is crap. I wonder if they're getting flagged for the Marvel one too.
God, I
Man,
guess
I'm
that's really
feeling you. Vinny, your tiredness is hitting me. I haven't even been awake that long.
Sorry, man.
It's draining the life from me.
My apologies, man. Like I said, I've been running on all these campaigns, doing late streams. You
For
name it.
sure.
Hey, he's still
Okay,
more
wait.
energetic than some people I see.
Thank you.
Gonna wake us up.
Frankie the Killer Clown through the woods
Yeah.
too.
Although we do have a cool concept for a sequel, by the way.
Awesome.
Yeah, this is a contained story, but we are Frankie really cool that we kind of bounce some ideas back and forth on a bit. But yeah, if people want to see a sequel, we could definitely do one in the future for sure.
For sure.
Yeah, there
Hey,
is
I'm
stuff
gonna be rude and put you on the spot. Can I put like Through the Woods as a poster on Felix's wall in the first 5 pages of my book? Can I put its cover up
Yeah,
there
man.
on the back wall? Yeah,
Oh
cool.
hell yeah! Or
Yeah, cool. I had to
Let me
take
know
st- I had to, I had to
what
take
video,
I had to take a bunch of posters of other people's stuff down for obvious reasons, and I was like, what am I going to put up of Vinny's? I don't want to put up City of Venus because I want to do a potential crossover with that in the future. So he can't really have stuff on his wall that is fictional.
yeah.
But I could definitely put Through the Woods up there as a spooky horror
Yeah,
thing
man,
on
that-
as well for sure.
That'd be awesome. Hell yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
I want to homage people too. I want to homage these great people that are part of Comicsgate and have it as a bit of an Easter egg memorabilia. You know what I mean?
I noticed you
I
had
love it,
War
man.
Campaigns logo on a dumpster, and I thought that
Yeah.
was really cool. I was like, that's
Yeah.
cool.
I thought you were gonna say fitting.
That was fun.
Oh damn!
There's no greater statement to it. It was just put the graffiti somewhere in this
Yeah.
shot, and it was on the dumpster. You know what I mean?
It was
So,
a light jab. I love all those guys. They know it too.
Yeah.
Please, I've been doing every one of their drawing streams. Haven't missed one. So, dude, Hail War Campaign, good guys.
Yeah, they are. They're
But,
good guys. They hit me up the other
they
day
were-
because they knew there was some stuff going on, and we had a big sit down and talk. And I just thought we're so lucky to have genuine, honest people that actually give a shit about creators in the community that'll actually just sit down and talk to you like you're a human being and let you know stuff, and offer you, a chance to sort of think things through. Like it's so good to have.
Yeah,
And else just like watch you fail and burn,
yeah, their spreading too that they've been doing is great. But yeah, and I mean they have it's really cool what they've been doing that those little about 20 minutes to a half hour, and then they go over to D Live.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean this is insane. The retweets on yeah, and the other fans that are involved in the state have been above and beyond. I'm so happy to see their campaigns doing great. Other people they've been promoting, we're all doing great. Dude, it's really about. By the way, Hail Sin, I dropped you a link if you do want to come in. I'm going to end it, but now I'm starting to get a couple more viewers coming in, so we'll hang around a bit.
I'm going to have to pop off. Because I have a few things I need to attend to. I'll try and get back if you're still going, but if you're not, don't sweat it.
No problem.
There's some stuff I need to take care of.
Yeah.
So
Do what you got by. Everybody, Xena,
Yeah.
do the project.
For sure.
hell
Check out Xenotype. I backed Through the Woods. If I did it, you should do it because that's what all the cool kids are doing. Good to meet you, Frankie. Check out Doc Salem's work. You know, Red Gaze is awesome. Reading's good for the brain, keeps you young, keeps you sharp. Check out the novel by Red Gaze. Sunsworn. Love you guys. Love Comics Gate. Stay true to yourselves. I'm out.
Love you
All
too,
right.
brother. Peace.
Take it easy.
Thanks, man.
What an awesome dude.
Great. He's fantastic. So I love having him on too. But yeah, we got to do streams where it's a little bit earlier in the day. The thing was, yeah, we were putting this out, and that's another reason why we were I'm doing a late stream. I normally do them like around 7 p.m. or so, but you know, Tug invited me on his, a great conversation, and he helped. He helped a lot on this campaign too. You know, we had some
Tug's
good
doing
numbers.
interviews now, like as far as
Not really. The thing was, I helped him launch someone else's campaign earlier in the week, and he said he definitely wanted to have me on because he looked at mine and he goes, "Oh, you only have like a day or two left or whatever." So he hit me up in the middle of a regular stream he was doing. He goes, comparison of what the are now. I was that's going on. He pulled up mine and went, "Shit." And then he sent me a link. So that was cool. Because he back everybody. Because again, he doesn't know out of like I guess the people too. Like he didn't really know me too much, but we were on a couple of streams here and there, and he liked what I had to say, and he really loves that and pushing in so many campaigns. So yeah, I thank him continuously. Great people. I mean, I don't know if he's gonna do more. I'm sure he gets up though.
Vinny, you're roboting hard, brother.
Oh, it's probably the internet. Everyone's home. That's why.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, everybody's internet's got the virus.
Yeah, it's messing stuff up. Oh wait, I think I see some. Hey, brother.
Corona. That's right. How's it going?
Not too bad. Said we've been running late and hard.
Yeah, I just had the notification. I'm like, I'm jumping on and I see 98 minutes. I'm like, well, that's a bit of a delayed notification.
Wow, are you kidding me? I saw it. That's why no one came in.
Simon,
What the hell's going on?
Simon, what's going on with you? You sound like you just woke up, and I know you didn't.
No, I've been sick for the last 3 days, so I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. No, it's all right. Just curious.
Everybody, cover your mouth.
Are you dying? Get your masks on.
I'm killing the corona.
Kill the corona, dude.
Liam just said we're not supposed to use that word.
When sign.
Okay, I'm beating the sharona. There you go.
There you go.
Sharona.
Shimon!
Oh,
We are
shit.
three backers away, man. Backers away from 500 backers.
Hit
Again,
500,
you have
the nose
three.
comes off.
Come on, we can do this. 3 backers.
I know. We have 3 hours left
Okay.
to do this in.
Run that Kelsey trailer again. You always
right.
sell one when you do it. I don't know why. Let's see. Run it 3 times in a row. See if it works.
On Indiegogo.
We'll do. Do it again.
Back through the woods. Today on Indiegogo.
And one more.
Back through the woods. Today on Indiegogo.
3rd time's the charm. So refresh.
Come on, guys. Oh, not this time.
Ah.
What the hell? Come on, people.
Oh, we tried.
Listen,
Yeah.
here's the
Again.
deal. Here's the deal. This campaign is closing out in 3 hours, and it's going in demand. Correct, Vinny?
It will, but
But exactly, but that's the but. If you fuck around, if you don't back this in those 3 hours, it's your loss. You're not
You don't
getting
get
the
any
ash
of those.
can.
Exactly.
that's right.
So do it
You
now.
want that beautiful? It's an added book. It's 20 pages of beautiful artwork. Kelsey Shannon's cover. You'd be crazy not to back this. We'll make it that simple. So yeah, if you want your T levels to go up, You need to back this. Do it within the time frame.
Because after this, you
again,
only get the book, right? The book. That's it.
You still get cool bonuses.
Okay.
You're going to get the book. You're going to get the bookmark, and you're going to get the free surprise gift.
Okay.
The thing is, this would have been 4 items you'd get for the price of $35.
So it's only the ash can that goes bye-bye.
Yeah.
Right. The ash can is only for another 3 hours. No ash can. If I decide, because I'll probably overprint by a little bit, I might do a tier, but you'd have to pay for it separately. There's going to be no add-ons. That's if I decide to do it. I doubt that I will. I think I just want to keep it very special for my early backers and a good thank you to them. But yeah, so we'll see. Guys, play it smart. Back it. You get an extra book for free. Come on. Who doesn't want another free, awesome freaking project?
And you're getting a deluxe size hardcover.
Yep. Deluxe size European format over here.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, this is beautiful book. It's nice, big. You could probably kill somebody with it.
If need be.
If need be, because we don't know what's going on, right?
Yeah, sharp corners. You throw it, could hurt somebody. It's like that's a blunt object.
For sure.
Oh, totally, man.
Yeah, you can just flash that back cover at them, in a dark room, and they might just think you have an axe.
Exactly. And if exactly in the right angle, you film it, and it looks like an axe.
Right. So yeah, and like I said, anyone who's smart enough to back the here with the sketch, I don't know why I see it. You get the drawing on the side of the book. Bam, right there.
Oh, sweet.
Beautiful, beautiful stuff. So that's what I'm saying. And like I said, this one's going to be going to somebody. It's my proof copy, but this is essentially what you're going to get. This is the book. I'm just trying to catch up a little bit because my hands are going to be with this campaign and fulfilling. And I fulfill very quickly. So we're going to be printing, again, as long as all the everything's still operational. We're companies and whatnot. But from what I saw the other day, my printer says everything's A-OK, business as usual. So as soon as the money is dispersed to me, I'm going straight to print. So that's why I'm not doing other stretch goals to tack on later on because this book is ready to go, and I don't want to upset or screw any other early backers. In fact, I'm rewarding early back with a free book. So you have 3 hours left to get the ash can added onto this for free. Jump on it. Don't be crazy.
Yeah, don't be nuts.
Yep.
Be nuts.
Just because the writer of the book is nuts does not mean you need to be.
Exactly.
What the heck? You're right.
Oh, man.
Fuck you.
Forget about it.
Don't touch my hair.
Don't touch the head.
I put a lot of work into my hair.
Unbelievable.
And we might as well show the other trailer as well. This one was done by Ted Zagaro. It's just cool. I love how he did it.
Yep. It's like those epic little movie little teaser trailer.
That's movie trailer.
Nice. That's what I'm talking about. Only on Indiegogo. Only here. 27,677, 497 backers. Let's squeeze a little more out of that.
Get it.
Now,
What?
right now.
Come on,
Was that Liam's demon? What was going on there?
What?
I think that was Frankie's inner demon.
Demons. Like, I wanted to show more at the campaign as well, but again, I don't want spoilers on this. It's a very cool project. I tossed in a couple of images this week.
Yeah, everybody
but,
dies except the chick. What?
Everybody dies.
Even the raccoon that's in the tree, he dies.
including the chick. What are you talking about? Everybody's dead,
come on,
but
don't
it's a
spoil it. Don't
but
spoil
it's a
everything.
ghost story, so they can still do it in the afterlife.
There's a lot going on, but yeah, guys. Again, it's been a crazy time, but we got a lot more stuff happening too. We got other cool projects after this. I put a little teaser in the back of the book for my next project, which is going to be a pirate story, and I'm going to be pushing hard on that. After all this,
Yeah,
so
you're rocking the boat.
rocking the boat. Yeah, we are going to be just slapping people in the face with more awesome stories, more awesome artwork. This is what it's about.
And more Boner King.
And more Boner King.
Boner
Everybody's
slap to
favorite.
the face.
Yeah.
Bam. Just whip it on out. 9 to 12 inches. Bam.
Did you mean 9 by 12?
Yeah. I'm like half asleep, so yeah, this is going great. Oh shit. Let me see here. Let me pull up another cool project that's going to be ending at the end of this month.
Oh, yeah.
It is Blood Hunt.
I've heard of that one.
Payback is a bitch. So yeah, man, tell us about this one.
Yep. So, Blood Hunt's the story of Vincent, the most badass vampire in comics, and do not mistake him. And don't mistake him about. He's not a vampire killer. He's not a vampire hunter. He's a monster for hire. And that's what before and after he gets turned. So the story begins that he's human, and for the moment he's working for the Venditti family, and he's secretly dating his boss's daughter. And one day his boss decides to ask him a favor and go kill an old man in his sleep, and he's not very happy about it because he thinks it's beneath him a bit. So he complains, whines, still does it. Ends up over there, finds out that that old fart is actually an ancient vampire. And when I mean ancient, I mean like predating mankind. And he's also one of the main members of the Vampire Council.
Beautiful, man.
So somehow he dies, gets turned into a vampire. Won't tell you everything because buy the book.
Yeah.
So
buy the book, damn it.
So once he's vampire though, he discovers that there was like a magical veil that was hiding the supernatural creatures that was living amongst them. So he's technically waking up to the real world, right? Mm-hmm. But nothing will stand in his way between him and his vengeance on the men that sent him to his death, because being a vampire means that he loses a lot and cannot see the love of his life anymore. So he's not very happy, as you can see.
Yeah, that's why. You can clearly see Payback is a bitch. These guys have their guts ripped out.
I like to joke around. It's like, imagine John Wick and Alucard had a violent baby.
Right. This is the book for you.
Yeah. And he's named Vincent after Vincent Price. And he has a little bit of a Billy Idol look.
Oh, man.
But yeah, it's action packed from page 1 to 72.
Hell yeah, and I love it. Yeah, you hit your stretch goal. So yeah, 72 pages.
Yes, wow. And I also cheated because I jumped to the 10K. I wanted to grab the 4 pages from the 10K stretch goal, and I decided to put them in the book anyways.
Nice.
Because I went from 64, 68, and I'm like, come on, I want extra pages at the end, so screw this.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful, man. Hell yeah. That's how it's done.
Oh, yeah, come on. You have a big action scene in the end, and you want to finish it properly, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go big or go home.
And, I'm almost done. Well, not too long ago, I just shared a little something. Hold on.
I saw that little something.
Right?
It was approximately 9 to 12 inches.
That's little? Wow.
Well, in my world.
Well,
Hey-o.
check this out.
Jeez, no wonder you walk funny.
It's that third leg.
It's a tail.
Very cool, man. It's a tail.
keeps tripping over himself.
I like to put those little animation scenes in my comics. So.
Yeah, that stuff's always fun. I dig it, man. Beautiful, dude.
So yeah, you have a nice vampire versus werewolf fight in there. And, you know,
Hell yeah. Yeah, and Simmy's got so many other projects coming too on top of this.
mm-hmm.
So yeah, back this now, back it before it goes. You only have about another week and a half on this one.
Yeah, and you only have one chance of getting those covers because those 2 covers that are in there are only for this campaign, and I'm not reprinting that version of the book ever again.
Dude. That's what I'm saying, man. That's the thing. These projects are very limited. A lot of people don't really realize that, or they go, "Oh, they're going to go in demand or something." Yeah, this has been in demand. He's closing it out at the end of this month. Mm-hmm. He's almost done with the project. He's planning on fulfilling. You know,
printing and starting fulfillment in April.
That's right. So we're very serious about what we're doing. Yeah, we have fun with everything else, but this is a lot of hard work, and this is for you guys as well. This isn't just, you know, our passion projects. This is something that we believe in, that we're pushing as hard as we can everywhere we go.
We work hard and we play hard. That's how it goes.
That's right, man. That's right. So yeah, back this book, back in today. I also have, I'm going to be closing out at the end of this month as well, my art book, the volume 1 art book, because I don't want to have 3 campaigns going when I start to fulfill Through the Woods. Like I said,
are you leaving City of Venus open, or are you going to close it?
City of Venus will stay open. I think I can manage the 2 campaigns, but to do 3, I know I'm going to miss out on some stuff, or things might slip through the cracks, and I don't want that to happen. Maybe later on, I might throw the volume 1 onto the City of Venus campaign as well. So maybe it'll be the 2 art books with City of Venus, but again, that's more manageable for me. Going back and forth all the time has been kind of crazy, because I know as soon as some of these books start to move, people look at my other campaigns, see what's available, and that's why it could get a little bit tricky. It has here and there in the past. That's why, like, even the children's book, I ended that. I might bring it back later, you know, because it's a seasonal book, so I might do it again in October. But if I do again, it's going to be a short campaign. It's not going to be a gigantic one. So, but yeah, so this is very special. Yeah.
You're now 2 backers away from 500.
Woohoo!
Awesome.
Yeah, we got less than 3 hours, because I know we've been yapping for a while. So it's probably like 2.5 or something. But yeah, please continue to back this. Get on Rockabilly Road Trip. Preston's an awesome dude. He's got a great campaign. I think tonight all my guests who've been on, I backed all these projects already. So yeah, these are really cool cats. And yeah, man.
Thank you, and right back at you.
Of course, brother. Like I said, we're doing this for each other. We're doing it for you guys. You know, I'm not used to closing out campaigns, but and these streams, like I said, we've been running later than I normally want to go. And lack of sleep has been making things a little bit drowsy. So I apologize if any of this is a little bit boring.
Boring?
That's I usually go on a little bit earlier, and we have a lot of fun. We had some fun tonight anyway, too. Otherwise, these guys would have all jumped off already.
They stayed for the nose.
What do you mean, those? There's nobody watching anymore. I'm just joking.
Come on. 2 more people. Buy the book. Come on.
Come on.
Gotta get a new nose.
There's literally a handful of you guys watching, so yeah, jump on this.
That's all we need, a handful.
I'll make
That's
a nice even 500 for that ash can.
Yeah, it would feel good, because that's bugging me a lot. That it's just 2 away. Right
Don't
there.
be a clown. Get the book. Don't be
Come
a clown.
on.
Get the book.
Help Vinny's OCD.
Yeah, I've been touching things until I get it. I mean, it's crazy. Oh man.
You know, it too has been like that number 500. It's a number that's been hunting him all his life. If he doesn't make it, he can't make it. He'll go insane.
There is a number that's been haunting me like that, but I'm not going to say it on here because people will make fun of me later. But there, yeah, he's right. There is
69?
something like that.
No, it's 9 by 12.
Hi ho!
Hey, there it is.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Who's there?
Whoop it.
Whip it. But yeah,
Whipping
this,
good.
this is real. You guys know I fulfill. I don't mess around when it comes to this stuff. Yeah. So again, this is going to be no different. I don't care if plague or not. We're getting these books out there. I ordered my bookmarks already. I'm going to be ordering the surprise gift. So yeah, it's like I said, as the bigger money comes into my account, I'm ready to jump on this thing to get it all. So yeah, I'm hella excited about that. Frankie is too. Look at that smile.
Yeah, I already have my plan B in case. Like the only worry I have, it's the printer. One of my my printer closed, but I don't think it will because it's a small printer, right?
Right. And you said
Otherwise, I'm using Mixum.
Yeah, because you said it's like right next to your house anyway. So like I said, break in, start printing them regardless.
I'm taking over.
Sim's gonna be our new printer.
Yeah. I'm gonna go pirate the place and just take over, put the flag of the CG flag in there, then tell you guys to send me your print files.
That's right. Put the A printing. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Keep it rolling.
How does he know what I'm doing? Get out of my head.
He's always rolling them sweet blunts.
They're spying on me, guy.
Oh shit, man! Insane. Yeah. But yeah, they got their show back on. That's why our numbers are low. I gotcha. You know what? Anna should be pushing my book, considering that she tried to attack one of my drawings as well.
Yeah.
Just saying. She apologized, so it's all right.
Did you criticize our art? Maybe you should
Critique.
Criticize.
Critique, you mean?
critique. Yeah, sorry, critique. Thank you.
Criticize.
Yeah.
Same difference.
Yeah, but one sounds
Being
nicer.
You said potato. I say potato.
I say attack.
Yeah. She goes, "Oh, for the rest of your artwork, you really are amazing." I'm like, I know. I mean, thank you. Thank you for the apology. But yeah. So I'm gonna cut it off. We went over 2 hours, and I'm kind of drifting off again. So yeah, we have 3 hours. I'm gonna cross my fingers that it happens while I'm sleeping. I know the last couple of nights, like between like 1:30 and like 4 in the morning, I ended up getting backers. So it's been happening at night. So I'm gonna count on those people.
What you're saying is they mostly come at night.
They mostly come at night. They come in
Mostly.
droves. They come in buckets. So
Come on, let's make that 500 before 3 hours, guys. Come on.
I know. I like to stay up until we do it. But
Let's go on the retweet for frenzy.
yeah, it would be nice. I can't stand when the bigger channels who even back my book have been ignoring my campaign in the end. It's kind of crazy. Does it take that much to be like, oh yeah, like they don't care because they got the ash can already, right? This is for you guys who are missing out on the ash can. That's who I feel sorry for. So get on this.
Do
3
not
hours.
miss out
I
on
already
that
got my
action.
ash can coming, so I'm good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
me too.
man.
Everybody here is getting the ash can. We're trying to help you. Help
Mhm.
yourselves.
Yep.
Make it happen. Make it happen.
And it's not because I have a piece in it too, Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, don't forget that. Sim's got it. Yeah, he's got a piece in the ash can. I said it a bunch of times earlier tonight. We have doodle bags. We have Passion for Drawing.
Mhm.
Joe Ball, Canales. I didn't hear back from Narwhal, so he's not going to be in it. He was supposed to do a different piece because I disqualified him during the war campaign stream. I'm not putting mocking pieces in there, but it looks like he missed out on that. But we all love Narwhal. He also did some artwork for Sunsworn, Red's awesome novel. This is going to be for the companion to the book. So yeah, and he's got a brand new trailer. We'll play that again too. Why not?
Why not?
Do it. You see that beautiful cover artwork. If my internet works, there we go. So man, that's what I'm talking about. Sign up. Red's fantastic. You're gonna love what he has to offer.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic.
Fantastic is fantastic.
Fantastic.
Great.
Dylan.
He does know how to tell a story.
I do. I tell stories about Vinny all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I hear about him.
You
in other
too?
chat.
That's the intention. It's for them to get back to you because I want those DMs saying, "What the fuck, man? I
All right.
live for that," you know.
I write
Yeah.
stories about Vinny on bathroom walls.
Yeah, and every night Red reads a bedtime story to Vinny so he can go to bed because he can't stop working.
For a good time, call.
All right, now Simon, that was private.
And that's
You
why-
weren't supposed to share that.
And that's why I'm not going to show Rockabilly Road Trip anymore.
Oh!
One away. One away from 500.
Come on, Vinny. Don't be a bitch. Hang on for that 500. Let's do it.
I'll hang on to that.
No.
Yeah, we want 5,550%. That's what we're looking for right now.
Yeah, just one more.
Just one. Come on, guys. We could do it. Where else?
Just
could
one
we-
book.
Just one book. Jesus.
And I got so
Okay.
hard.
I'm looking at some of these private
Hard
chats.
for you.
Keep singing, man. Keep
That's it.
singing.
That's all I got.
Oof.
$4.99. Who's gonna be the big 5-0?
$4.99. Are you out of your mind?
Are you offering something special for the big 5-0? No, I'm joking. It's not fair for everybody else.
You get my and possibly this gift on top of this gift. Who knows?
Sorry.
I know.
I'm good like that.
I know.
I just need to get this out to more people as well.
Are the sketchbook gonna be numbered 1 to 500? So the last person will get 500 out of 500? That's kind of cool. You get the last one.
I'm not doing that numbering shit. It's gonna be. I'm just whatever this ends on in 3 hours. That's the fucking number.
502, 503.
And that's it. Oh shit. Hold on. I'm gonna get
Hey, just trying to keep this going. It's and funny.
I know, man. I'm getting like that. I'm so tired that I feel like I'm drunk. That's falling into place.
So you
now.
might as well get drunk too.
Well, I'm not getting drunk. I'm getting something.
That's right, man. You're getting an awesome book and an ash can
Hold on.
and a bookmark and a surprise gift.
Are you really
Holy
getting
shit.
that though? If you're that all the time, Simon.
What? Well, it's not all the time. One. Every night, yes, but not all the time.
I don't believe you.
Well,
Liar.
I call poppycock, sir.
Oh shit, son! I haven't had poppycock called to me in a long time.
I know I'm just getting the shit out of people and all over here in all these private groups. They're like, Vinny, all right, we got it. But you know what? Fuck you. I want to get that last backer.
Yeah.
I want to get 500. Because $4.99 feels like a slap in the face now. Come on. We need a nice number.
Come
My OC
on.
need bananas right now. Fucking bananas.
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 Don't touch my hair.
Bananas.
Don't touch my
Touch the
banana.
hair.
Don't touch my bananas.
All we need is one more time. Come
One
on.
more.
One more.
Come on, bitches.
Who's
We
going
can
to be
do
the
this.
one?
I can't feel my nose anymore.
You're torturing yourself there, brother.
All right, I'll replace it.
You're going to end up like Michael Jackson.
Oh, shit.
Nose going to
With
fall
little
off.
kids? Hell no.
Your nose is going to fall off.
I'm just trying to get this into more groups.
Yeah, I get it.
The big
Come on,
old-
people. 2 hours left.
Come on. Okay, who else is streaming so we can spam their chat?
And go spam her chat. I don't have a wrench
I'm
over there.
not
So I-
mod there now.
Yeah, I don't either. I might have dropped a link or two when Ethan was streaming, but yeah, I don't have a wrench over there.
It's a burden.
hold on.
There you go. I'm still gonna fucking tell people to go back to the woods.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you do it. I was about to. It's better if you do it. If I do it, it'll look petty, right?
I do have standards. There's certain places I won't tread.
Make sure they know. Jesus, man. Yeah, right now, it's we
There you
were
go.
making fun of Arnold.
Go back
before,
to the
and-
woods
and-
now. Only one backer before we hit 500.
Cool, man.
Hell yeah.
Come on.
I like you did a little smiley face too, so it stands out. Do it again and put a heart.
Now is the secret gift a red nose for everybody?
No.
No, that's gonna be too costly, and it's gonna make a funny noise every time I try to close the box.
But you never try to close the box, but you keep that box open all the time.
Yeah, I know. Some of these people, they have their box open all the time to catch flies. It's
Oh,
ridiculous.
that's very true.
Blue-haired pigs.
A lot of pigs.
A lot of blue-haired pigs. Oh shit! Crazy, man. Crazy.
Come on, we're almost there.
Yeah. Let me see if there's any other updates here.
Come on. If you like Vinny, back this book to be number 500 so that guy can finally sleep well.
Listen,
I'm not going to be able to sleep. You're right.
If you hate Vinny, back this book so you can do stupid things to it on a video.
Yeah,
Yeah, just
exactly.
back the book. Just back the book, man. That's
You
all
know,
I'm saying.
if you hate him, just back the book 3 times. Like that, he gets more work. Get him? Yeah. He has to
Yeah.
back more books.
Yeah, that'll
There's
give
more
him what
stuff
for.
here. More I need to pack. Yeah, really, give me a lot more work. Back the $200 tier.
I heard if you go in the bathroom and say back the book 3 times in a mirror, Vinny will appear.
Nude.
It's true.
Yeah, nude.
True fact. Dude.
In a green army suit, and he'll look at you up and down.
I'll be there just wearing a smile.
And a bottle of Vaseline in his hand.
Oh shit.
Whoa.
We are talking about a horror movie, right?
Well, you're gonna need the Vaseline. 9 by 12 inches, folks.
Yo,
Oh.
this went sideways real quick.
Oh shit, crazy
Went
man.
sideways.
But yeah, tonight I got 2 more people for the original sketch. So that's great. I'm up to 13 out of 50 claimed. That's pretty
great.
good. Hell yeah. Like I said, you're gonna get the artwork on the inside of the book. Dude, these numbers have been fantastic. 195 for the graphic novel itself, $269 for the $40 one. Not bad at all.
No, not at all.
269. Let's make it 270. Let's do that one. Let's have 500. Back that the $40 tier. It'll make me feel a little bit better. A nice solid number as well. More solid. Come on! I just refreshed and it didn't do it. It's supposed to do it.
Damn it.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to, and it doesn't work.
The
All right,
nerve of
guys.
that campaign page.
Let's do it one more time.
Do that. Yeah, show that again.
Back through the woods today on Indiegogo. Back through the woods
Never just once.
today on Indiegogo.
Back it, people. Back it. Back it on up. Are there any other topics we could hit real quick? What else is going on? What are you guys doing? Preston, what you been working on?
Doc Salem campaign.
Ooh, nice.
I'm trying to launch it in the morning, like on the Literature Devil.
Oh, beautiful.
We're doing a I think this is going to be the first Comicsgate crossover. Yeah, with Doc Salem, Six Gun Gorilla, and Doc Alpha. So it's
wow.
kind of a good thing, like and
it's a very good thing.
yeah. So this is going to be the first Comicsgate crossover, like official crossover. So it's going to be pretty cool. But I'm trying to get the campaign solid, squared away. The biggest thing was cutting a video. The intro video is the most important part. So I had to cut a new one today because I didn't want to use a lot of the old shit. Yeah. And,
Yeah, I hear you, man.
yeah, I wanted this to be a little bit fresher, a little bit newer. I got a new colorist on board, so I'm guessing a lot of people will be happy about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I saw like one or two pages of some of the new coloring. You had that big creature who was going to stomp down.
Yeah.
Yeah. You showed me that. It looked good.
Yeah. This guy uses a lot of textures. He's worked with fucking Chuck Dixon on one of his books.
Oh, cool.
For that company that those guys set up. But he's good. I used him on Road Trip. He's the same colors from Road Trip.
Beautiful,
So,
man. Yeah, that's a good thing. I can't wait for that too, man. Yeah, when do you start fulfillment on Road Trip?
Road Trip, I'm sending the books off to get printed next month. And then the month afterwards, I'm going to start mailing shit out.
Nice.
I'm moving quick on that.
Very good. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah, there's nothing. There's no hold up on Road Trip except for the virus. That's the only hold up is the goddamn virus.
Give me my fucking book. I'll spray it with Lysol.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, my throat's a little sore right now. Hold on.
Oh shit!
Look
Look at that. He took his nose off.
So the virus will be
there's
there, man.
a good advantage to the fact of coronavirus. See, I was pissed when I first found out that there was no school for 2 weeks. Then there's no school till September. But that means I have a fulfillment team. I got 4 kids at home.
That's the best, man. That's the best. Oh shit!
That's awesome.
That is awesome. Come on, guys. Let's keep doing this. Let's hit 500. That way I can go to sleep. I'm hanging on for this.
I'm hanging on by my fingertips.
Help Vinny. We're so cruel. We're forcing him to stay up until he gets 500. It's not his fault. It's just we won't let him log off.
Hold on. I gotta go right to Anna.
You're going to write to Anna?
Yeah, if he goes now, I'm going to be calling him a pussy all day tomorrow. He knows that.
He's gonna pull where?
I said, if you go now, I'm going to be calling you a pussy all day tomorrow, and you know that. So he has to hang on for that last backer.
Yeah, he texted me. Photos of pussies all day long.
Yep. And I'll do the same thing to every post you'll be doing, calling you a pussy.
That's gonna look very unprofessional.
Dude, we're friends. I got that card, so.
You shut your face. What's her stupid handle? That Star Wars girl. There we go. I can't hear what they're saying because I have it on mute, but I'm just gonna send it out there. I'm not sending her money though. Screw that. I'm not doing that nonsense of the what do you call it? So those donations.
The super chats.
Super chats. See,
Super
my
chat.
brain's shutting down.
If you're gonna throw out super chats, you wait for a Red Gaze stream.
That's right.
Super chat.
If Ray Gaze was streaming, I'd probably hit 500 already.
I don't know about that. These larger streams tend to kill most smaller channels.
I know. We were doing better when they got flagged. Someone go over there.
No,
we
do
gotta
not
go
do that.
flag them,
Do not do
sabotage
that.
them a little bit.
I'm kidding. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Oops.
That is heresy.
Guys, don't do that.
Go over there, promote through the woods in the chat. Do that.
Yeah, remember what happened with Liam last time?
What happened? I forgot.
Liam was like, "Oh, somebody's doing something stupid in the chat. Somebody needs to do something," and I went and I freaking just suspended him for like a few minutes. You don't remember that one?
Oh man, I don't remember shit right now. I don't remember my own
and
name.
then Liam goes like, "Dude, I was joking." I'm like, "Don't you fucking do something like that." Like you tell me.
Come on, people. I'm here
We
refreshing
can
my
do
phone.
this.
How many people are watching?
It's okay.
2, 3.
We got 5.
Oh,
What? How many people?
I don't know, man.
Your audience is not loyal.
It's because they already backed it.
They backed it. This is 2 nights in a row that my stream, my viewership has fallen to shit because of other streams. Normally, I've been getting like my average has been like between 40 and 60 for a live stream, which is amazing. And yeah, these last 2 days have been, I don't know what the hell's going on. And it feels like a lot of my Comicscape brothers on the higher levels have been forgetting about me. And I don't know why.
Well, it happens. It happens, and it's a matter of timing. Also, it's just one of those things you got to deal with. Unfortunately, this is when you're trying to close out your book, which is I know is a bitch, but it happens.
I know. It's right now. It's just I'm tired, and that's where the frustration is coming from. It's because I'm tired. But yeah, I see other people going, "Oh, we're closing out," and they have these gigantic parties. Well, fuck them. I got a good party going here with these great people. Back it. We need
Celebrate good times. Come on.
500. We did it.
500.
Yeah.
There we go.
Thank you so much.
Did it happen?
Now you know what you people just did. You made Vinny think all his bitching and complaining is going to pay off. So we're going to have to hear this again next time.
Yeah, by the way, that was me just giving him $1 so he can go to bed.
Oh no!
Oh my God.
501.
I'll take it.
It's 501.
We're at 501.
Yes.
501.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Look at that.
I went ahead and since you've been complaining, you want to go to bed, right? So I went and shared it in a lot of groups, trying to get more people to come watching, right?
Thank you, Sim. Look at that.
You the man.
I got my
anything to keep you up.
I had my real brothers on tonight. We had almost 2.5 hours of my real brothers here. So thank you, everybody. I'm going to replace
It's a
the other
pleasure, bro.
ones I don't like. Preston, Frankie, Liam, Brad, Sim. You guys rock. Everyone in chat who's been here, you guys
Right
rock.
back at you, bro.
My 501 backers, I love you.
And you're sexy. I mean,
Because we're sexy and we know it.
Preston wants to pull boxes. Watch out.
And not a single one of us are wearing pants.
This is true.
I'm not. I know I'm not.
I'm not wearing a shirt.
Right, yes, yeah. If anything gets shown on camera, then I'm gonna be flagged. Oh shit. But yeah, I guess we could close this out now.
Yeah. Excuses and excuses.
Shut up, man. Got a migraine shooting through my eyeball.
No,
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
those are the worst.
It's time for you to go to bed now. Yeah, it's 5:01. You can
Tell
go
me
to
about
bed, sleep easy.
Yeah,
Tomorrow
Sim,
you'll wake up
Sim,
and
you
you'll
can
get more people.
Sim, you can refund your $1 in good conscience now.
Yeah.
No refunds. I'm gonna be like John Malin. No refunds.
No refund.
Mine.
Yeah, that's
You
perfect. I think
are-
that's perfectly reasonable once you go in demand. That's a lot
Yeah.
of
Oh, yeah,
nonsense
yeah.
to worry about.
When you're in demand, yeah.
Yeah.
Because the only other way you can do it is through PayPal, and dude, you already minus the 10% that Indiegogo costs you with the credit card, then the other transaction fees.
Right.
Right. So again, thank you everybody. You guys will not be disappointed. This book will put a big smile on your face, especially when you open up that box and you see this beautiful big book shining in your face.
All 9
Yeah.
by 12 inches.
Oh yeah, 9 by 12, and you get almost 100 pages of beautiful art and story. So thank you guys again. Back Rockabilly Road Trip. Back Xenotype. Sign up to Sunsworn. Back Blood Hunt. Payback is a bitch.
Hell yeah.
This thing is closing at the end of this month.
Yep.
So yeah, that is it. Through the Woods is going to be in demand just for a very tiny window, but again, no ash can after these 2 hours. So this is the cutoff. 2 hours is left for the cutoff on the ash can bonus. But again, you're still going to get cool stuff tomorrow. So yeah, thank you guys again. Use all rock. Remember, be kind to one another, but kick ass while you create. Yeah.
Hail the chief.
Have a good night.
You guys take